Talking about Steel Reserve High Gravity Lager.
Well, there's a problem.
In the community,
as Reverend Al so eloquently puts it, that this Steel Reserve High Gravity Lager, the ads are racist. They show two tortoise having sex.
And that's racist?
And it says research shows sex sells. Well, I guess it's racist putting such distasteful ads in only certain neighborhoods, because they were saying you don't see these ads on Park Avenue.
It's all about supply and demand.
Yeah.
You know?
And I guess there's a demand for this stuff in the community.
All right, so this is the beer everyone's talking about, the High Gravity Steel Reserve. Can I have one?
That was funny. Remember when I said earlier in the show, I said, is Budweiser available in some of the communities that only handle Steel Reserve, like Harlem? And somebody said, yeah, but it's an import. It's only available as an import. All right, here we go. Let me crack open. Wait. Oh, with a fine twist off top.
8.1 proof.
Whoa! No, it's got 8.1% alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Wow, 12 fluid ounces, nice and cold.
Wait a minute. First of all, this color is a little off. Doesn't it look like a urine specimen?
oh, wait a minute, I seem to have given you the wrong job.
I've been watching some In Living Color.
All right, High Gravity Steel Reserve.
Let's take a swig. Wow.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Whoa! Goddamn! Well, goddamn!
Now that's good stuff.
All of a sudden you start talking black when you drink this.
No, wait a minute. Hey,
What?
this stuff is potent. Holy smoke.
Ah, man, what the?
It's strong. This is strong.
Yeah, it's strong. It's stronger when it's warm.
Oh, I bet.
I don't like
Damn.
it. Do you like it?
It's not awful bad like Meisterbrow or something.
No.
This is like the other side of the spectrum. I don't know.
I drink this in the cold on a street corner or something. But
Maybe that's why it's got more alcohol in it.
no, I'm serious.
Maybe after you've already had 6 or
But
so.
if I was at home and I was enjoying an after dinner brew, this wouldn't be the one I'd go for.
I am outraged!
Oh no,
I am outraged!
Reverend Al,
I am outraged!
what the hell are you doing in the studio?
I see you drinking the Steel Reserve High Gravity Lager.
Well, we want to try it. There's a lot of controversy about this stuff. So
This is a plot, a conspiracy by the white man.
why is that?
8.1% alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, they want the homeless to drink this, so when they're down the streets, they's already embalmed. You got an extra bottle? Hey, this stuff pretty good.
You can have mine. All right.
Wow, Steel Reserve.
No, that's just not happening for me at all.
Hey, leave the music on. It's kind of a soundtrack. I like it.
All right, but Doug has brought us something else here, too, to try out.
Oh, yeah.
What Steel Reserve? Boy, I drank 2 sips and I'm tanked.
It went right to my head, but all right. What else did you bring?
He brought, a black and tan beer called Howling Monkey. Oh, come on. Look at the label.
Where's my, where?
Doug,
Here's my howling monkey.
Dude, look at the label.
Let me see the label on it.
It's a monkey in a suit.
It is. It's Planet of the
My
Apes.
God.
The label is adorned with the image of Dr. Zaius. Damn you! Damn. Let me partake in some of this howling monkey. Damn, it's not bad. My God, the image of Dr. Zaius staring back at me. Damn you all to hell. I can't be drinking howling monkey. But I'm strangely drawn to it. Drawn to the howling monkey as I was drawn to Zira. Lovely Zira. Cornelius never knows. He will never know what happened between me and Zira. We drank a case of howling monkey, and then I turned her into a howling monkey. Yes. I dropped my loincloth. She saw the man with no hair on his body. I gave her some of Charlton's meat. Yes, I partook in monkey meat while drinking Howling Monkey. Damn me to hell!
I like the Howling Monkey.
Well, is it better than the
Steel Reserve? What's the alcohol content on the...
Now,
All right, shut this music. Give me Reverend Al's, and I'll go back to the Steel Reserve.
all right.
We need a little more Steel Reserve. Wait a minute. Hand that to me. All right.
All right, here's Steel Reserve.
Yeah. Steel Reserve, definitely stronger. It's got a stronger taste to it.
Ah, that's gross. The
Howling Monkey, you don't like it?
You don't like the Howling Monkey?
No.
That's a better one.
Now, is this sold in the black communities too?
Is this in the community?
This was around here. We could get this around.
Oh, it
here.
is?
I saw this in the stores.
No, all right.
Damn. I don't know.
I don't like it.
Well, the Steel Reserve will get you snotted. I'll tell you that much. I'll give you that. Let me tell you, if I was impoverished and had a lot of problems and had to worry about crime and shootings in my community and raising my children and sending them to a school where they might be shot or stabbed, I would drink the Steel Reserve.
I think that's an endorsement for the Steel Reserve.
Yo, man, slide a piece of the porter, drink side on the job. Steel Reserve, it's I.
A lot more interesting what happened in the bathroom that night, though.
Oh, you were telling us that. You got to say it on the radio.
I don't know. You know something? I know I'm not the only guy that has done this. I'm sure guys have heard some really funny crap, literally, in the bathroom. I was at Bar 9 last night, and I had to take a dump. Just say that. Men's room in any bar, especially a smaller club in New York City, disgusting. Just heinous. You whip it out and you take a whiz. That's what you do in those. You don't sit down. You don't use the bowl. So I look. The girls' room door is wide open. You see all the stalls there. There's no girls in the bathroom, and there's not as many girls in the club as guys. So I'm figuring, squeeze one out. I'm fine. I walk. I get in the stall. I shut the door. I start doing my business. I finish my business.
You got to know that girls are going to come in at any moment.
I know, but I'm taking the gamble.
I got audio of you in the
oh, you know,
the ladies' room at Bar 9 last night.
What is it?
No. All right.
No. So you go into the stall without getting too descriptive. Thank God it was one of those that you don't got to worry about. Very quick.
You're in the ladies' room.
It was a fast strike. Yeah. I finished my business.
How many wipes?
Did the quick? Oh, it was like nothing.
One?
Believe me, yeah, one.
A quick one?
Quick one, and then the backup to make sure.
Okay.
That's all. Second one, not even necessary. I mean, it was really a good. It was like like a bombing run.
And you were surprised, like, oh, look at this.
In, out, no flak.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I'm making it back to base. So I finished my business. The quick courtesy flush looked just like. I mean, it barely tapered, and I hit the flush.
Hold on, I want to get back to the you know, what you do afterwards.
Right.
Did it look like a little kid's crayon drawing? Or was it more like, you know?
No, it was, I don't know.
Or was it more like you spilled a lot of guacamole?
No, it was like a barely, like if you had an old coffee stain on a cloth napkin and had washed it many times, so you could barely notice. It's very happy.
Oh, it's all gooey.
No, it was not all gooey. Everything was fine. So I finished, and like I said, the very quick courtesy flush immediately, because I don't want to stink up the joint, just in case. Good thing, too. Here comes, I hear him coming down the stairs. Two of them. They walk in. Now I'm like, uh-oh. So I don't know why I did this, but I climbed up onto the toilet bowl and held the door and locked it. So I'm like, That's kind of odd because there's no feet under
You
there.
could have gotten in trouble last night, man.
I know.
They report you, and next thing you know, they're like screaming there's a pervert.
I know. That's why. Yeah, no, I didn't start cranking it, Rick. So I'm just standing on the bowl, and I'm holding the door shut. And one of the girls goes, well, there's no feet on the floor. Because I guess they had said, like, and she said loudly, there's no feet on the floor. Is someone in there? Now I'm like, oh, boy.
Oh,
Here I go.
You got to say something.
Now I got to say something. So I'm laughing to myself as I just figure out the least I have to say for them to know someone's in there, but not identify myself as a guy. Here's what that sounded like. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Say, is somebody in there? Is somebody in there? You did not. I did. I cleared my throat in girly fashion. I went,
You made it sound like someone was tied up and gagged in the stall.
That's what I thought. And then I had to put my feet down because why the hell am I what am I floating above it? So I put them down, but I tuck them so close and under the bowl so they can't get a look at my sneakers.
Right.
Which, you can then look and see that they're mine. So I put my feet down and go. And then she goes, oh, okay. And then they wouldn't shut up. Talking about people at the softball game because they were fans of the show. Talking about people at the softball game. Talking about some people from message boards that have facial hair and they're girls.
Really?
Oh, it was great.
What'd you hear?
I heard. So, at the softball game, did you see Amy? Oh, you mean Angel Amy?
Oh, no.
From the message board. The girl that had a crush on you for a while?
Another problem I've had in the past.
Yeah. She goes, did you see Amy? She goes, yes. She goes, what's up with that facial hair? That's what I heard in the girls' room after I went. I didn't give myself up. Then I heard that.
That's awful.
Then I start hearing a story about some girl that is having problems because the guy she was with is having sex with another girl that they all know, and I'm just like, this is some great stuff. This is great stuff. I should just do this.
One of the magazines does that.
Yeah.
What is it, Maxim or is it Stuff? It's one of them, and they have bathroom conversations where I guess they use a girl. A girl goes into the ladies' room.
That would be easier, sure.
Obviously, goes in the stall like you, just sits there for a couple hours and eavesdrop on the conversation. Then they print the best ones in the magazine.
God, we ought to steal that immediately. Can we do that? What are the legal ramifications of airing that?
I don't know.
Let's look into it.
I don't know.
Because the storage here, this was just like a few minutes of time, and I heard some great stuff. Imagine a whole day.
You can hear all this over the crinkle of the shopping bag?
The shopping bag and little lad. No, I didn't have a shopping bag with me.
By the way, in case you're wondering, Norton has bailed on us today.
Did he?
He couldn't take the heat.
Couldn't take the pressure.
No. We're here. Your pals are here. We could have done a best of.
No. We're here.
We'll try to work our way through this one. So that was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But then I'm sitting there and I'm starting to think, oh my God, I got people upstairs now waiting for me, right? And I can't get out of here because they won't shut up.
And then
the whole time, and then they're just going off with things, talking about. I'm hearing makeup cases opening. I'm hearing pack crates open. I swear I heard a crowbar opening up a packing crate. It was the loud, and they're doing things and talking, not shutting up, not leaving. And I'm thinking, they must be thinking, this chick's having a tough time in there. All she can say is, and she hasn't moved. I didn't dare even budge. The hell of a lie
you're trying to pass.
Yeah, if I had some balls, I would have went. Woo!
You were just enjoying the conversation too much.
I was.
Those girls probably left. Didn't more come in?
No, thank God, because I'm thinking if other girls come in now before they leave, I could be stuck in here the entire goddamn night. I could be stuck in here the whole night.
I will say this. I think, because I caught a glimpse. They left, so I hear... I hear them fading away up the stairs. Up the stairs they go. And I'm like, all right, I got to make my break for it. So I throw the door open, and I make the move, like I walk out of the girls' room door, but I quickly turn 90 degrees real quick, like I just came out of the men's room. Yeah. I do my little walk, and then I looked up the stairs just when they would turn in the corner, and I recognized them.
So you know who was talking bad about Angel Amy.
Who was talking bad about Angel Amy, and all I will say, one of the girls that were talking poorly of her, one of the cheerleaders from the softball game.
Oh,
yes!
You just blew up someone's
Yes, and I don't care.
Wow.
That's all I'll say. They were just yapping. And you know what the other thing is? All right, they assumed it was another girl in the stall, but they didn't know who. Girls will just jabber-jawing about everybody. They didn't know it might have been Amy in the goddamn bathroom.
I told you my lady room story, right?
It wasn't the one where you fell through the ceiling, was it? No. Oh, no, that was a buddy of mine, Steve Carney. Remind me to get to that. Classic story. Classic.
When I was working for WBAB at the Christmas party, we went to Bob Buckman's Jukebox Cafe.
Hey, it's the Jukebox Cafe with Bob.
You guys remember this story? Yeah, so
very special night last night at the jukebox. We had Eddie Money come down. So I love Bob. Stop.
So it's the Christmas party. Everyone's getting just snotted.
Sure.
And I'm at the bar, and Bob Buckman is to my right, and Jeff Levine is to my left. And they were the two bigwigs at BAB when I was there, right?
Well, let's see if we can set the mood a little better with some music of the time.
All right. Hold on.
Sure. Hey, it's Eddie Money. Bob Buckman here at the Jukebox Cafe. Shut up, chick. We got to get back to the music.
It's awful. Anyway, yeah. So Bob's like on my right, Jeff Levine's on my left, and Tony Michaels, who pretty much owned the station, was there too. And they were talking very nicely to me about the job I was doing for their fine radio station. And there was an intern that was giving me a handy. Can I say that?
You could say a handy.
She was standing next to me, but because we're all bar level, these three guys had no clue that she was.
Wait, she's giving you a handy at the bar?
Oh yeah, right in front of Bob, Jeff, and Tony.
Hey, look at that, Opie's getting a little handy.
But no one knew.
You know, I once almost got a handy from Pat Benatar. You know, she's Long Island Ray. It was at the Zebra concert. Speaking of handy, let's get a hand to Billy Joe.
Anyway, so she's working the joint right in front of these guys. No one has a clue. And I'm like, hey, look at this. Hey, this is something there. This is something that doesn't happen every day.
Ain't that a fine how do you do?
So now you quickly think, well, we gotta take care of business here. So logically, the best choice was the ladies' room. I don't know why. It was a full house, man.
Well, the men's room, not a classy move. You ever seen that scene in Scarface where, brings Tony's sister into the men's room? Not a classy move. Just a tad classier as the ladies' room. But still, very degenerate move.
So believe it or not, like yourself, I was able to get in there when no one else was in there.
At least you had a girl to go at.
We get in the stall, and I'm sitting, and she's let's just say kneeling.
Oh,
okay.
Can we? Let me just say this: was she doing something different than she was doing at the bar?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Could she perform this and juggle at the same time, theoretically?
Oh yeah.
All right. I think we understand.
Figure it out. If I'm sitting, she's kneeling.
Want to make sure.
So now I'm completely hammered, and girls are coming and going. And I'm like, wow, there's a lot of traffic in here all of a sudden. The reason there was so much traffic, the word was out And every single female, and I guess a bunch of guys as well, had to check it out.
Now, could you look under and see her legs and your feet and...
Yeah, of course, because it's the stalls that, I don't know,
my goodness.
There's a foot of space between the stall and the floor.
Were you hammered? Because you
completely snotted.
No discretion there at all.
Hammered.
You just decided... I didn't care if any ladies walk in and see her on her knees and...
Do I have to explain to you what happens when you get drunk? You think stupid. You think stupid, like, no one's going to notice. So there was just an incredible amount of traffic. Now they're trying to figure out who's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, my hairy red legs were visible.
Gave you up.
So all of a sudden, they're like, his legs are hairy and they're red. That's red hair.
Hey, who could that be?
So all of a sudden, Bob Buckman's lovely and beautiful wife screams, "Oh my God, it's Opie!"
Like you're committing a crime.
Swear, true.
Oh my God!
Swear, true story. So then I had and then we walked out of there, and it was very uncomfortable the rest of the night.
Oh my God!
Because everyone's just looking at me. The guys,
I don't know. It could be Rick Astley. Could be Simply Red.
The guys looking at me. The guys are looking like I'm a hero, and the girls just like, what a disgusting pig.
Dude, you took a chick to the bathroom.
At a Christmas party.
The bathroom. I know now you said you're a little ripped, but there are other places we could then go.
No, then we ended up in the parking lot in her Mercedes, her daddy's Mercedes. And there's rumors to this day that there are pictures. Swear to God.
Really? Did you see any flashes going?
I've never seen. Well, it was a Christmas party, so a lot of people had their cameras. I've never seen a picture to this day. Thank God.
Brian wants to know if that intern was stinky. No.
Hey, Steve, what's going on?
Oh, Stevie from Paisanos last night.
Oh, what's going down, bro?
Oh, I finally got through. Thanks a lot for the beer, man.
I got to get this guy on the air because I went down to Paisanos at Mulberry Street, Anthony, Joey's place, had a great dinner, a lot of fun. And Steve was there with your wife, right?
Yeah, Noreen.
Second anniversary you guys were celebrating last night?
Absolutely.
And he goes to me, "Love you guys, but I can never get through. Stinky will never let me get through." I go, "Call tomorrow, we'll get you through." Because, they celebrated their second anniversary down there.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
Cool.
Last year, a little bit different. We went to a restaurant where we had the reception, right? Mm-hmm. The waitress turns out to be one of my ex-girlfriends.
Whoops.
Okay? Bitch. Because she has to let my wife know. You know what I mean? Does he still do this? Does he still do that? That kind of thing?
Yeah.
So, the running gag is, where are we going tonight and who are you going to know?
Wow.
So, last night worked out a little better, man. It was good.
Well, the only reason I noticed these guys is because she started screaming. You gave her something, and now you guys are swapping spit like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Swapped a little more than that when we got home.
She just attacked you. So, you had fun down there?
That was beautiful, man. It was everything you said it was.
Oh, good.
Very good. Yeah, we'll go back, man. Thanks again.
All right, I'm glad you had.
All right. Take care, guys.
You get those drinks?
I got them, yeah.
Oh, good. All right.
Thanks a lot, babe.
Bye.
Later.
Be Steve from Staten Island's thinking it was Rockin' Robin Lane.
Awful. Maybe if it was 1982. No, I shouldn't say that. She's a nice lady too.
Say, there you go. Don't be mean now.
No,
we're past that.
We're gonna be nice today.
We're so far past that.
We're gonna be very nice. A lot of listeners down at Paisanos last night.
Yeah,
unbelievable. All right, why don't we take our first break, Ann?
Roy.
Huh?
What school? High school?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You're taking a year off of high school?
Yeah.
Why is that? What happened? You screwed up, didn't you?
Yeah.
What'd you do? I didn't. I did that, too. I got to the point where I screwed up so bad in school, it was best for me to just punch out Maverick, just eject from the school, and start again the next year fresh.
You went to surfer school in California, didn't you?
In California, they sent me to what was called continuation school, or con school, as we called it. And it was for the people that didn't like showing up to the nice school, which was Dana Hills High School in Dana Point, California. And, we can't have your type of people that cut class and go out and smoke drugs. So, instead of, maybe trying to have you fit into this school, we just banish you to the stoner school, which I didn't mind at all. Like, the teachers would leave to go surfing at noon, and everyone would just go out and smoke pot. You did about 5 dittos a day. You'd get a ditto at your work, and it was the easiest stuff, and you'd hand it in and get a grade. And that was like one whole high school grade I went through like that.
And but I screwed up so bad at John Glenn. I went to John Glenn out there in Elwood, and I had to take the whole year off. I was so bad. The guy, Pete Polina, he says to me, there's no chance you're going to graduate this year. You've done nothing the whole year.
But what'd you do? You just started cutting a lot?
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of the people I hung out with also cut, but they cut one class a day. I noticed I was hanging out with everybody all day long. So I'm like, how come everyone else is doing well? Well, you notice it was like Joe Curry I was hanging with there at the second period, and then maybe Pete Googler I'd hang out with in the fourth period, and then John Anzalaco I'd hang out with in the fifth period. So they're all going to the rest of the classes. I'm with everyone all day long, just smoking pot.
Where would you guys hang? At school?
Yeah, at school. We'd hang out by
You would hang at school, but not
go to the classes. How ridiculous is that?
When we cut at Harvard Field High, we would leave campus.
No, I would leave sometimes, but only right down the road. I had a friend, Frank Bush. He went to the same school, and we'd go over to his house and watch cartoons.
That's what we would do.
But again, he would go home for lunch. We'd watch cartoons, smoke more pot, and he'd go, "Hey, I got to get back to school." And I'd be like, all right, Frank, I'll be here. It's his house, you know?
Right.
I'm like, I ain't going. F it. So I'd just sit and watch the rest of the cartoons. Or we'd just go out back by the gym.
Well, when you were cutting at school, where would you hang?
Behind the gym. Like right in the gym doors.
The whole day?
Yeah, then you'd walk around, and then you'd go to the cafeteria, get something to eat, and then you'd walk back out.
While everyone else was educating themselves, you would hang out at school.
But not go to class.
Absolutely. And you would walk into school to get some food because you were hungry.
Nigga gotta eat. I gotta eat. So yeah, you go in,
that is so stupid.
You're telling me something I didn't realize as I was knocking tin on rooftops going, why didn't I go to school? Why my mommy was right? Why do I have this dead end job?
I understand the whole cutting thing. We all do it. But to cut and actually stay at school day after day.
I cut for no reason. I cut because I didn't want to. And then it got to the point.
When we cut, we'd go to Manhattan for the day. We'd hit the beach for the day.
It's like work. I didn't want to go to school because it was like work. And to actually get the motivation up to stop smoking pot and go somewhere, stop it.
But you're talking like a crazy man. You could smoke pot on the Long Island Railroad. You could smoke pot at the beach.
I would go to the school. I would check in the homeroom and then leave. And then it would get to the point where...
Look at your shoulder responsibility.
I didn't want to be marked completely absent.
Right.
Because then the letters get sent home and then they realize...
So you're in home ec and then they check you in.
Yeah.
And then what's your first move?
My first move is to cop a joint off of somebody. Mm-hmm. And I would buy a
Who was
couple.
carrying back then?
A couple of the guys. I don't remember any specifics as far as names went. But, we'd buy some joints and smoke pot.
Outside the gym door.
Outside the gym doors in the back. and then occasionally if there was a class where a bunch of my friends were in one class, I might go to that one. But then I get to the point where I was in social studies and I hadn't been there for so long, it's ridiculous if I just pop in, hi, remember me, and sit down.
Right.
You reach a point of no return where there is no going back
and that's
getting into your classes.
Pete Polini or whatever his name is.
Pete Polina. He called me in and said, what are you doing? You're wasting your time.
Now, to the teachers, see you just kind of walking around getting food and stuff.
Sometimes, if I saw, Miss Gasser was the social studies teacher. If I saw her walking down the hall, I'd do that, big about face and run around the corner.
Right.
And she saw me and stuff, but, I think I got away with it that time. Oh, she didn't see me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that. I would just dodge the teachers. I would go out back by the gym doors.
Would you use any of the other facilities while you were there?
Well, the bathrooms. I had to use the bathrooms.
Bathroom, sure.
And the cafeteria.
Cafeteria to get the food, strad and all that.
Sometimes I would use the wood shop to make a pipe if no one had joints and I just had like a nickel bag. I'd just get a piece of wood, grab a nice half-inch wood bit, drill that in, and then I'd grab the quarter-inch bit, drill it the other way to make the mouthpiece, and I'm smoking my weed out of a 2x4. Thank you, shop class.
You sound like Spicoli.
Pretty much, it was pretty close to that. Believe me, I did nothing. And then I went back the next year, and I really applied myself, and that was the best week in high school I ever had, because I went right back to doing the same thing, and I just ended up leaving school and going into the lucrative career of dishwashing, and then tin knocking. Until
at any point
my lottery ticket came in on the Opie show back in.
At any point did you think to yourself, "Wow, this is not good"?
Yeah, but I
tried to
couldn't
turn it around.
I was trying to turn this thing around. Where's your toolbar?
Because most people will cut to the point where they realize they better stop and just do the basics to get through school.
You are absolutely right, and when that thought entered my head, I squashed it with pot. You would smoke more pot, and the best thing about pot was it would make you think, I'll do it tomorrow. Like, I'm going to apply myself tomorrow. And before I knew it, tomorrow, I was 28 years old, and I'm knocking tin on a roof going, I can't go back to high school now.
At 28.
You know? I'm done. I screwed up, and there's no turning back. Good enough diploma. I'm getting a GED. Good enough diploma. I'm going to go to college. Slow down.
Why are you dodging teachers? They wouldn't have recognized you anyway.
No, it's your foot. What's up?
Hey, what's up, man? Anthony, tell him about Anthony, professional gym student.
Yeah, then here was the that last year after they let me back in, after I screwed up, I had to make up gym credits.
How old were you when you were given it that last shot?
Opie, I was 32 years old. No, I believe I was 19.
Yeah.
I was 19 in high school.
No offense, dude. But who showed their face at 19 at a high school?
I wanted to try. I had a problem.
You gave it a shot.
I gave it one last shot.
I understand.
How you doing?
Yeah.
But age was so different back then. When you're still like a 19-year-old hanging around the campus, you're like, what's the old man doing?
I'd have the teachers yelling at me to go home. I'm like, no, I go here. No, you don't. Stop it. You're selling drugs to the kids.
Oh,
my God.
Yeah.
Remember when I had my beard, my long hair, I looked like I was 42 years old?
Yeah, this guy, Joe Curry, man, he could grow a full, like, lumberjack-style beard. I think there were even some grays in it at the time.
Yeah.
And he'd be walking down the hall going to class, and he'd have teachers going, get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I quit one day. I'm like, fine, see you later.
So, wait, a professional gym student?
Yeah, so I got to the point where I needed so many gym credits to make up. Usually you went to gym every other day. That was it. You had your gym class, maybe fifth period every other day.
And gym credits look like a deficit clock.
Yeah, it was a deficit clock. I had to make up gym, so I had 2 classes every other day and 1 class every day. So it was like I was going to gym sometimes twice a day, but I was going at least once a day just to make up for it.
Gym is the biggest joke, too.
And friggin' Cirillo was the gym teacher. And
on the line.
No different than any other gym teacher, just a prick on wheels.
Yeah.
And I had to deal with that on a daily basis. Show me where's your uniform? Uniform? What is this gym class in a school, you dick? It's not a uniform. Oh, let me get my dress shorts on. It must be the officers are coming to inspect the gym class.
So what would you have to do in gym?
I did nothing. I
played badminton.
Sometimes I got in my shorts. I would make sure he took attendance. I would go out back doors and smoke pot with my friends.
Yeah.
I smoked more pot in high school. It was ridiculous. I would wake and bake. And I would wake up late. Like I said, I went to homeroom. That's if I ever got there on time.
Yeah.
I would wake up, and my mother would think I was gone already, but I couldn't sneak past. I had to jump off the second-story porch out the back door because I had woken up and smoked pot and went back to sleep.
Yeah.
So then I'd walk to school. I'd get there about, 11. And continue smoking pot with my friends and making believe I was going to school.
Did your mom try to turn this thing around?
No.
She gave up.
She had given up.
Lost cause.
She gave the old college try at raising 3 kids by herself for a while. And she did a great job. But once we reached an age where we were supposed to let our own responsibilities take over, it was like she just said, "Look, you're on your own. What am I going to do? Put you up and everything for responsibility. It's yours. Take it. Embrace it.
Run with it.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Give it a try."
How about the time I almost got you busted? We were smoking cigarettes, and you go, "Watch that nobody comes." Right?
Yeah, I go, watch out. Joe, get by the bathroom door and make sure no one comes in. I take a hit of this thing, and there's a teacher standing there, and Joe goes, he couldn't talk.
Yeah, I got tongue-tied.
That's all right. It's not like I was getting in any more or less trouble. I was always at the peak of trouble.
Classic.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
All right, Foot.
All right, boys, get around. See you later.
All right. And Foot's one of the guys I used to hang with and do this stuff with, but it was for one period a day, the one period he had off.
Right.
And there was all the other friends, and I was thinking, how come they're all graduating and I'm not? And then it hit me. Oh, my God. I was hanging out with a different person every period. So what's your excuse?
Yeah. Back to Sarah, who's
in About Me, douchebag. What? Now, why are you taking the rest of the year off? What did you do?
Because I turned 18, and I figured, what the hell?
You figured, what the hell you drop out? Now, something tells me you don't look at your last report card and go, the A's are going to hold me. I could just not go.
Yeah.
You're probably doing poorly, right?
No.
You were doing good. B's and C's, and you leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friends.
There's a subplot here you're not telling us.
Yeah, what's the real story there, Sarah?
That's the real story, yeah.
So are you going to go back next year?
Yeah.
Older friends? Where you have friends that aren't in school and they kind of...
Here, I'm bringing your guy in here.
Is this a boyfriend or just a friend?
He'll tell us the truth. Frenchie, move over. It's not about you today. Jesus.
Suck it.
What's he saying to you, Opie?
Suck it.
Oh, my God. Frenchie, you better watch it.
Frenchie's not going to make fun of...
No, don't say that about Opie.
You stupid faggot.
Stop it, Frenchie.
Frenchie's not going to make fun of anyone today, Anthony, because that's what they're expecting.
Right, we don't want to burn you out.
I want to burn you out. I want to show another side of you today.
These are virtual.
What's your name?
Hiroshima.
Steve, you brought Sarah down from Cleveland, right?
Yes.
Do you want to do her?
No.
Of course he
You're
does.
such a liar.
Stop.
How do you know each other?
Don't even lie.
Unless you're brother and sister, I do not believe you.
Yeah.
No.
How do you know him?
I'm friends with her boyfriend.
Oh, boy.
All right. We got
boy. This
So why
is
didn't
bad.
the boyfriend drive Sarah
This is
down
bad.
to New York? First time in New York, Sarah?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Why isn't the boyfriend here?
He has to go to school today.
School today.
It all comes around, don't it?
We're back with the Opie and Anthony show.
Yes, I had to bring up a story though, and I've got to tell. Back in my younger days, Opie. I was seeing a girlfriend, and I was cheating. I was cheating on her. I finally decided.
You were cheating.
Make the jump and cheat.
You, Anthony,
Yes.
were cheating.
Yes, I was. I finally decided to plunge right in and cheat on this girl.
Couldn't get them all in one room, huh?
Shut up! There's no photographic evidence. No, this was, I was single. I wasn't married. This was well before my marriage. Yeah. It was just, seeing a girl. Yeah. And I decided to cheat. But then I had to go see the girl, Oh, boy. Yeah. So,
What to do?
I had certain fragrances and aromas on my hands and whatnot.
Oh, boy.
Now I'm like, all right, what do you do? What do you do?
Yeah.
You make sure when this happens, you're driving a car that is not dependable. Not dependable. So that way, when I doused my hands in gasoline and grease and oil and wiped it all over me and drove to the house and walked in the door, the first thing out of my mouth is, son of a bitchin' car. And as she came over to me, I went, I'm full of gasoline. I got to take a shower. And I was able to bypass that situation with petroleum.
So how did she eventually catch you, Anthony?
No, you know something? I don't cheat for long. That's what happens. I leave the situation. Believe me. I don't cheat for long.
Right.
I never cheated for very long. It's not something I leave go for a long time.
The guilt gets to you.
No, it's not the guilt. I
would rather move on to
if I'm
brand new poo.
If I'm cheating, it means I'm not happy with my situation.
Right.
So then I would move on. So, you have to cover yourself with gasoline and oil.
No, you don't. You got to think quicker on your feet. If that
What,
happens
Norton?
again,
What?
You just go. You go home and you go. I'm sorry, I'm late. I stopped off to do a little bass fishing.
Should I bring tackle? Should I bring a tackle box in the house with me? Should I have done that?
Or say you were shoving caviar into your face, little fish eggs all over your fingers.
And if the girl's name was Caviar, that would be even funnier. Shoving caviar into my face.
Dude, you know what?
Yes, Opie.
I got caught cheating once in Buffalo when I was doing radio up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because my girlfriend at the time found one pubic hair.
Oh, really? Hell, is she Quincy?
One?
How would she pick it up with her tweezers and put it in a bag and send it down to the lab?
Or wasn't it?
And I folded.
You smiled.
I folded like a cheap tent.
You did?
Folded.
Ass.
Where did she find it?
Pulls the sheets away, and there is one
pubic hair.
And I guess it was a different...
it was a different color.
Color than... Get out of here.
Nailed.
Wow.
Nailed.
Why were you so bad under pressure? You should just go, what are you talking about?
How does she identify it as one of those and as someone else's? And wait a minute. What color hair did she have?
Blonde.
And what color hair was the pube in question?
Brown. I mean,
brown. And she was like completely blonde?
Oh, yeah.
Because some girls got the blonde hair up top, and then below you're like, hey.
No.
How about you?
Nice.
No.
You blonde? Yeah.
It's not about me, douchebag. It ain't about him.
Could have said it was yours.
No, because she knows I'm...
Wow, that's a tricky situation now. Because there is nothing you can say. Where to come? Did you have a cat?
Eyelash.
Yeah, an eyelash. No, even eyelash color.
Well, you know what? A piece of thread. You don't break down. Yeah, it's from this girl I took home. You're the worst.
Yeah, you should have jumped on and said, who the hell did you have in this bed? Look at Rick nodding. Yeah, good move. That's a good ploy.
I folded.
You did. You folded.
Done.
Did you go? Did you stutter?
Yeah. The guilt was all over my face.
Awful.
So then I proceeded to do my own threesome, Anthony.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, but it didn't get quite the publicity-minded.
No.
2 big metropolitan papers.
Well, maybe old Jimmy Norton can have one and then participate in this discussion. Pony up, whores.
All right. Opie, you sure it was pubic hair and not back hair? Very funny. Rick with a big callback.
Very nice.
One of Opie's previous relationships.
No, that was a one-timer.
Right.
That was done to get rid of the old virginity.
The Wookiee.
And
Opie had sex with a Wookiee.
Bonnie, the hairy back.
Opie.
She didn't have a hairy back. She had a mane.
Opie.
She was beautiful. But she had this weird birth defect, which gave her hair from her neck all the way down to her tailbone in one thin line.
It is a weird birth defect. It's called being a silverback. That's awful.
Her name? Davita. No?
No.
Okay, I thought maybe.
But it was quite unusual.
Yes. God damn.
I was not able to go out with her because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It turned you off.
Oh, yeah.
Was she hairy anywhere else? Like, was
no, she was
a lot of
this
hair.
Girl, I'm not lying.
Really
Gorgeous.
Did you mention it, or did she tell you that I had this?
No, I had to make believe. I was cool with it.
How do you take her to the beach with her chaka stripe?
Wow. I can't. We have her running down the street after Opie broke up with her. There she goes.
In the meantime, we could talk about OJ real fast.
Yeah, OJ back in the news, huh? with a 911 call.
Let's check out the 911 call.
All right.
County Police and Fire, where's your emergency?
We have a problem here. I'm trying to get a girl to go to rehab. Been doing drugs, but take drugs from here.
Is anybody there need rescue?
We've been doing drugs for 2 days with Pedro Guerrero, who just got arrested.
Okay.
On cocaine, and I'm trying to get her to leave her house and go into rehab right now.
Is anybody hitting anyone right now?
No,
Anybody have any weapons?
No.
Does the girl need rescue?
No.
That's my favorite. Anybody have any weapons? No.
Not this time.
Not this time. She had to ask if anyone was getting hit or hurt or if he has weapons.
Does the woman have another mouth under her mouth now that's really bloody? No, not this time.
I got to hear that again.
That's it. On cocaine, and I'm trying to get her to leave her house and go into rehab right now.
Is anybody hitting anyone right now?
No.
Anybody have any weapons?
No.
Does the girl need rescue?
No, she doesn't need a rescue. I just want her to trying to tell me.
No. Now, don't get started on that again. No weapons. That's in the golf bag. I mean, I don't know where the knife is.
That's in a lake in Chicago.
Don't make me get on a plane. Oh, I cut my knuckle on the 9 when I was dialing 911. That's where the blood's from. I swear. Where's Robert Kardashian? Help me, please.
It's like, no.
What a tool.
No. Don't think that. No.
Is anyone hurt? Need rescue? No.
I love Don't Make Me Get in a Bronco.
Now, what does he do? Does he call 911 back? Oh, no, 911 calls his home, I believe?
I guess they were disconnected or something, and then 911 usually calls back.
Okay, so here's the second.
Hello, OJ House.
Police. I want you to call the police.
Hello?
This is the juice.
Now, what happened?
I don't know.
You hear OJ going, I want you to call the police.
I had to hit her over the head with the phone receiver, and we was disconnected.
I like him.
This is the police department.
No, she left, and I don't know what to do about it. Man, I'm frustrated. This guy Pedro Guerrero got arrested for having 15 keys of cocaine recently. This girl has spent the last 2 days doing drugs with him. Me and a friend just came over and said, you're going into a rehab. She got mad. She just got in her car. She drives a Mercedes. She lives in the Crossings. Now she is loaded out of her mind in her Mustang driving around town somewhere. What color is the Mustang? Driver's license number, but she needs to be stopped.
What color is the Mustang?
It's white. With a black top.
Like a Bronco.
Is she black or white? She's a white girl. Okay, thank you. I got to go and see if I can find her. Okay. All right.
That's all I date, a white girl.
This has got to be a comedy routine.
I believe Al Cowling's driving. OJ called 911.
Is OJ putting out a prank call tape? Is that what's going on here?
The best of OJ.
Right.
I call 911 around the country. Get my 911 comedy tape. OJ calls 911.
Hello, 911?
911 operator.
Is your refrigerator running there?
Yes, it is.
Well, you better catch it. 911?
911, what's your emergency?
Hello, do you have Prince Albert in a can?
What do you mean?
Do you have Prince Albert in a can?
Yes, we do.
Well, you better let him out before he suffocates. That's the O.J. Simpson 911 comedy tape. Order yours now. Hello, is this 911?
Yes?
Do you have 10-pound balls?
Yes, we do.
How do you walk? You'll get the best of O.J. Simpson. I gotta go now. I gotta find her.
He's all concerned.
Man, is he bored, huh?
Oh, man. I was hoping he would do the famous butt plug prank call.
Hello, 911?
Yes.
I'm looking for Michael Hunt. Is he there? He goes by the name of Mike. Laugh along with your favorite murderer, O.J. 911?
Yes?
Butt plug.
Bug box?
Butt plug.
What are you looking for?
Butt plug. Butt plug. Don't make me cut your throat, mother.
Does OJ do any character voices on his prank call tape, kind of like the Jerky Boys?
I'll come down there with my toolbox. I'll bash your head in with a ratchet or a knife. I'm OJ. Oops, I just cut myself on a piece of foam rubber. I better fly to Chicago.
Oh, man.
That's the O.J. Simpson 911 comedy tape. Order yours now.
Friggin' OJ, man. He's back. I love him. Thank God. And welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Phone number, toll free, 877-692-1027. And, of course, here in New York, 212-757-1027. What's up, Anthony?
How you doing?
I love that OJ bit.
OJ never gets old, man.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. He's in the news all the time. And I am fascinated by everything he does.
Didn't we just pass the anniversary of the whole mess?
Yeah, that was a couple days ago.
How many years ago was that?
95? 94. That's right.
7 years ago.
7 long years. And look, it's still, I'm still fascinated by the whole thing.
That means we've been hanging for 7 years.
Yes.
Anthony and I got together because of the OJ thing.
If OJ hadn't killed 2 people, we wouldn't have this radio show. We'll figure that out.
You know, I think I got the song that you sent into my radio show at the time.
Oh, really?
That started it all. Started this mess we call the Opie and Anthony Show.
I've been here for 7 years.
7 years?
I've been here for 7 years.
You want to play the song?
Yeah, you know, of course it's 7 years old,
and it's very, very dated now. But this is,
I actually, you know, when I penned this, Opie, I was under the impression that OJ would be given the death penalty.
Yeah,
I mean everybody was. There wasn't a chance in hell that this guy wasn't going to be found guilty and maybe go to the put on death row and put to death. But oops. As we all know, it didn't work out that way. So, in that respect, the song's a little dated. We were hoping that he was going to get the electric chair or something. And that's what the song was about.
And at the time, I mean, the case was so huge, I just asked all the local bands to send in songs to the radio program.
This was when Opie was out on Long Island.
Yes.
At BAB, doing a show 7 to midnight by himself.
Right.
And me and my brother put this song together, sent it into Opie, and he played it. I was very thrilled. I got to tell you, I used to just drive around and I'd listen to Opie's show and he's playing one of my songs and I'm like, wow, this is cool. I'm on the radio.
And now you just hate me.
Because I was... Stop it.
Just kidding.
Because I was in construction and stuff, so it was kind of a thrill to just hear something you did on the radio.
I think we explained all this to 2020 Downtown yesterday.
Yeah, they asked how we hooked up. And
as part of our 2.5-hour interrogation.
Interrogation, yes.
That they gave us yesterday.
And, that's your story if anyone gives a crap about how we hooked up. And,
right.
And it was all because of OJ and the OJ song, because then Opie invited me and my brother down to perform it live. And me and Opie started talking and kind of clicked, you know. Had me come in and comment on some news, and a couple of times a week I'd come in, and before I knew it, he said, hey, is there anything? Yeah, I didn't care. I really didn't care. I wanted to get into radio.
So, it is funny to listen to the song 7 years later because, like you just said a little while ago, everyone was convinced that he would get the death penalty for killing 2 people.
He killed 2 people and everyone knew it. They still know it.
Right. So, here's the song. It's called Gonna Electric Shock OJ.
Flashback.
Los Angeles jail, and the judge won't let me post my bail. Now this could be the end of me, 'cause California's got that death penalty. They're gonna electric shock
There you have it. From 7 years ago, Anthony and his band, Rot Gut. Yes. Yes. Wait, your brother's on the phone, Brother Joe. Joe!
Hey.
What's up, man?
Joe playing guitar on that one.
I'm getting all teary.
Yeah, Joe on guitar on that one.
Yes.
Thank you, Joe.
You know what? You totally forgot to mention the fact that there's a video that goes along with that song.
Yes, we actually made a video to that.
I have it.
If you have it, give it to Steve C. He's got to put that on Foundry. You will laugh your ass off.
I know.
You will laugh your ass off.
Remember producing that thing?
Producing. It was a drunken weekend in the apartment.
I know. I'll get a copy of it and I'll give it to Steve next time, man.
Hey,
cool, man.
Hey, just think, if you guys did that song today, it would have been done to the Patty Duke theme.
You know, you guys are such Look, I swear to God, there were 3 songs that I did to the Patty Duke theme, and the only reason is because I busted my ass putting it together from scratch. And you know what?
Joe with another parody to Patty Duke's theme, yes sirree.
Anthony, you were the one that told me to do. You were the one that told me to do the Ashley and
Mary Kay
parody. Do it to the Patty Duke thing. It'll be funny. But I didn't know that it would be funny because you'd be making fun of the fact that I do my parodies to the Patty Duke thing.
Here's another Joe song to Patty Duke.
Why didn't you use it yesterday?
Come on, it's hysterical. Yeah, we forgot to play his Mary Kate and Ashley.
Well, we can play it right now
because it was their 15th birthday yesterday.
Give me all of Brother Joe's Patty Duke theme parody songs.
Patty Duke theme song retrospective.
Yeah, with Joe.
And don't forget the other 2 when Paul decides to get married.
All right.
All right, All right, Joe.
Thank you.
Oh, you knuckleheads. Later.
This is the latest one. This is the Olsen twins' birthday song.
Yeah, this is for the Olsen twins. They're 15 years old now. Happy birthday yesterday. 3 years, legitimate, legal threesome.
15 years old now.
Here's Mary Kate, she likes Disney flicks and Barbie dolls and pogo sticks. But Ashley is a little slut, she likes to love it in the butt. Loves them porno flicks. They're the Olsens, adolescent vixens all the way. They will give up their hymens to some lucky guy one day. While Mary Kate likes to play knock-knock and hide and seek and sing a lot. Well, Ashley is the one that goes to gladly take off all the clothes for the money shot. They're the Olsens, identical vixens, and you'll find they laugh alike. I bet they'll even alike, and you know they'll be tied. The Olsens take them from behind.
You know, even though it's to the Patty Duke theme, that's happened funny.
That's really funny.
Very good.
Oh, my God. An old friend is outside the studio. Keep him out there for a few minutes.
Have to leave an F.
We haven't seen him in a year and a half. Holy ass.
I hate not being able to see through that door.
It's Ziggy.
Oh, Ziggy's here?
Yeah, it's Ziggy. Hold on, though, Keith. In the middle of something here. Oh, that's going to be good. We'll tell you all about Ziggy in a minute.
Ziggy, great.
A lot of the people from New York don't even know who Ziggy is.
Yeah.
All right, Anthony, so that's Brother Joe's latest creation done to the Patty Duke theme song.
He can't get enough of the Patty Duke theme song.
Last week, he did one to the Bush twins.
The Bush twins.
The Bush daughter.
Right.
Here's Barbara who likes a social drink. Sip champagne, white or pink. But Janice will turpentine and stir until she's at the blind. Blow you for a drink. They're the Bushes. First family lushes all the way. Underage future alkies. Different as night and day. While Barbara does cocktails after 8 and sips red wine or Chardonnay. Janice will never clear and chase it with a keg of beer. Crunches party snakes. They're the Bushes. First family lushes, and you'll find they love a shot. And when somebody calls the cops, Daddy pays all their fines. They're the Bushes, and they love getting high.
All right, there's song number 2 done to the Patty Duke theme song from Brother Joe.
How many more are there?
One more.
Oh, and this one, it was the one that started it all.
This one started the trend.
The Columbine one.
I got to go on record and say that Brother Joe, very talented. We're just busting on him. Just busting on him. He's using the Patty Duke theme a little too much, but that's okay.
Yeah, and this one,
this next song
started it all. The Patty Duke theme trend.
Yes. If you're easily offended, I'm going to tell you right now to turn off your radio.
This was part of the most offensive song contest.
Right.
And it's about the two guys that shot up the high school, Columbine.
Right.
Yeah.
This was for the 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
If you're offended, turn off your radio, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't listen to this. Brother Joe.
You're still like an M16 with high capacity magazines. But Aaron likes to do the dogs and race another little gun. What a crazy pair. They were killers. Yes, iconic villains all the way. Shot up their school in French Cove 1 year ago today. While Dylan takes out a chocolate stick and effing Jew, some religious chick. Well, Aaron goes out on control, the shotgun left some gaping hole. What a couple of pricks. They were killers. Yes, iconic villains that you'll find. They walked the like it must have been a lucky sight, and they took their own lives. They were killers. Lose that Columbine.
It's kind of funny to hear all three.
I'm sure there'll be more.
I'm looking forward to the 4th one.
Of course.
From the collection. Yes, Rick.
And remember, the 4th one is always live.
Easy.
A 4-play weekend.
4th cut is always live. Not a 4-play weekend, yes.
Very funny. Bob from Philly checking in saying, stop playing the music. We want our effing talk.
Smart ass. Yeah, that's pretty funny. 877-692-1027 is our phone number. That's toll free. Steve, what's going on?
Yo, what's happening, guys?
Hey, man. I can tell you're calling from Philly just by your accent.
My accent? I'm from New York, baby. I listened to you from the beginning.
Nice.
Nicey nice.
I don't hear much New York in there, but okay.
Oh, well, I'm from the other border. Jersey, New York's all the same. Come on.
All right. What's up, Steve?
I just want to say, man, when are you guys coming to visit down here? I got my wild truck all ready to go to visit you boys.
Well, no one's really going to care, but we're going to make our first visit to Philly a week from today.
Oh, well, listen, shout out to all them women. Look out for the red truck.
We're going to be at Babe Fest.
Nice. Definitely.
Hosted by Kid Rock. Slash's band's going to play, and I think we're going to be judges for the thing, Ant.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm a little apprehensive.
Why?
I usually like waiting.
Oh, I know.
Until you get a few more fans before we actually go into the market. You know what I mean?
It's only been a week and we're going down.
I know.
See, because we're insane. We're absolutely insane.
You guys will be number one inside of a month down
and it would be very cool to go there to check it out. That's what I wanted to do.
Right.
But now what? We're supposed to be judges? Yeah, but we just sit there and check out gorgeous ladies.
No,
Opie. What?
Opie, you're not thinking ahead.
What?
The second I heard judges, all I'm hearing is this.
And let's introduce our judges for this evening.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm getting at?
Yeah, they're going to all boo us.
Blah, 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 blah. And brand new to WYSP, Opie and Anthony.
Boo!
Die!
Boo!
Die!
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's okay, though.
Remember, they threw tomatoes at Melissa, and she's hot. So we don't stand the snowball's chance in hell.
Maybe we could get, like, the chicken net from the Blues Brothers around us.
Yeah.
We're the good old boys. The chicken wire, yeah. Steve, yeah, we'll be down there next week.
All right, man. Look forward to seeing you.
Right on, man.
Later.
Cool. All right, we have to take a break. We're just getting started.
Yes, just rolling it out.
Let me tell you, if you heard yesterday's show, the lovely Lola getting tarred and feathered with honey and feathers. There are some hilarious pictures up on WNEW.com.
Yeah, you could actually see her choking.
Yeah. Just go to the Opie and Anthony section. That is really funny. Steve from FoundryMusic.com has some video of the whole thing, but the problem is, I don't know where the video is on the site. I was trying to find it today, and I couldn't figure it out. So And we have an update on Lola. I know.
God.
We're going to talk to Lola next. I guess she's in a bit of trouble after yesterday's show.
No.
So we'll let you in on that in just a few minutes. And yeah, Ziggy. We get to talk to Ziggy next, our homeless friend. What is he doing out there, Ben? Did he go out there to check him out?
He's reading a newspaper last night.
Hey, keep the cop.
What's going on? Actually, he's in the bathroom. I hope he's not taking a crumb.
Oh, no. That bathroom, let me explain something. That bathroom is not meant for crunching. It is a urine-only bathroom because there's no ventilation fan. There's no windows here, so it fills the whole lobby area up with a stench.
I think Grey Wolf did the same thing as soon as he came in. I guess they're homeless. They get into a building, the first thing they do is they go.
That would be like if any of us went to the St. Regis, a 5-star hotel here in Manhattan, and walked into the palatial bathroom there. Our bathroom to them, they used to like a mayonnaise jar or something. Or just a
He hasn't
Subway.
come out yet, so I think he might be crunching. I didn't tell him he couldn't. I forgot.
Isn't that funny when a cop wears a Sopranos shirt? I'm just laughing. Like a cop is wearing a Sopranos shirt.
Keith, is he sober these days, or is he
He's
back to
actually been sober for about 6 weeks. He'll tell you all about it. It's hysterical.
Does he want a nice cold Sam Adams?
I don't know if he'll take it, but
let's try to get him back off the wagon.
Get some Sam Adams. He hasn't drank in 6 weeks?
He's been good. He has.
Get him some Jägermeister.
He hasn't been drinking.
Is he still homeless?
He actually stays up on a shelter.
Dude, I don't know, though. I see him in my neighborhood sometimes, and I'm like, Ziggy, Ben. He always looks like he got his ass kicked the night before.
The medications don't work.
It's got nothing to do with
Stinky?
drinking.
Yes.
What's up?
I've seen him, too, and he'll be, like, standing up against the doorway, with the one-arm lean going. He doesn't look sober, and it's recently.
Stinky, get the bar from our office down to the studio.
Okay.
Maybe it's just medication.
Yeah, we're going to tempt him with some alcohol
The
today.
medications don't work.
Oh, there he is.
One more call, and then we got to take a break. Colleen.
Yes.
Hey. Hey, you're on the radio.
Okay.
What's up? Let's go.
I just want to tell you guys that the Barbara and Laura Bush song is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
You like the Joe's parody to the Patty Do theme?
Yes. I'm from the Philadelphia area. You guys rock.
Oh, thank you, Colleen. We appreciate
My boyfriend turned me on to you guys up in New York, and ever since I've been trying to wait for you guys to come down here.
that. Right on. We have just begun, so thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. We should take a break, Anthony. We have an ID from Jesse Jackson, too, that we got.
How the hell did we get that?
From our new friends in Philadelphia, helping us make things happen.
Just goes to show you Jesse Jackson has no clue who we are.
All right, so someone asked about the 4-foot pen with Ken Stevens, our boss.
Yeah.
And it's official. We have signed our contracts, Anthony.
Yeah, we did that right after the show.
Right after the show. And then we boosted up with the boss, telling all sorts of fun stories.
Oh, yeah.
So after our little get-together after the show yesterday, it was getting too late to jump on a train back to Long Island. So I have to stay in the city.
You stayed in town last night.
Got to do it. But I wasn't prepared to stay in the city, as you will notice by the same clothes I'm wearing today that I did yesterday.
Now, Opie, Manhattan, New York City here, very hard to get a room at the last minute. A lot of people like staying here.
Right. There's a hotel I frequent, and I just figured they'd have a room for me last night.
Right.
Oh, they were sold out. Uh-oh. They were sold out. Now I need to find a new hotel. And I'm a little buzzed and a little tired, and I just need to find a room.
So you didn't want to start making calls and finding other hotels?
So I went to the Crack Hotel across the street.
I can't believe you stayed there.
Ben was mortified.
You stayed at the Crack Hotel?
Ben prides himself on knowing New York and knowing where, like, the hip clubs are.
Yeah.
He'll tell you where all the cigar joints are. He knows all this crap.
I know. And if
he
you
knows
need
where the
good
hip
room,
he knows where the hip hotels are. He knows which hotels you should stay away from because, as Ben said, the sheets are filled with... I didn't say it, so don't dump out.
Ugh. Man batter.
Man batter.
Man batter all over the sheets.
So I was tired, and no rooms in the hotel I use, so I went across the street to the Crack Hotel.
You see one of those real tight, curled up black pubes on your pillow?
Nothing worse than knowing that an acidic Jewel fouled a hooker there about an hour before.
This place is such a dump. Such a dump. And I'm in the lobby, and you get all the rubes from all over the place that are coming to New York for the first time, and they because this hotel is close to Times Square, they're assuming it's a good hotel because the lobby looks good.
Yeah.
It's Art Deco, Anthony, I believe.
Oh, yes, Art Deco.
Yeah, they make the lobby look good.
That means they just haven't remodeled it since Art Deco was new.
These people have no clue what the rooms look like until they get upstairs, and they're in for a rude awakening.
Here's the key to toilets down the hall. Sheets are $10 extra.
It's one step above that.
Yeah.
Seriously. There's a rotary phone.
Mm-hmm.
There's a rotary phone.
A rotary phone?
In the room. Right next to the bed. Huge mirror.
Uh-oh.
Huge mirror.
That's a bad sign. You can see Opie asleep in his hotel bed on the internet somewhere.
Huge mirror. Ridiculously.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the whole wall.
After signing his very lucrative contract, Opie decides to spend in the tens of dollars on a hotel room, staying here in Midtown Manhattan at the Plush Crack Hotel. No expenses spared as man-batter stains abound. In this luxurious crap hole. You'll know what you've gotten yourself into when you grab the sticky doorknob. And that mirror next to the bed, full of video equipment. And for a special surprise, open the closet, you'll see a dead hooker. Freshly killed. The Crack Hotel. You just signed your contract. Let me get this straight.
Yeah. And right after the show, we just signed our deal.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty good about ourselves.
Of course.
And you stay at a crack hotel.
Basically, yeah. The air conditioning was busted, so I'm sweating all night. Sticky sheets.
Located near the Carnegie Deli for all your pot needs.
And I also knew that I had to wear the same clothes today, so I wanted to keep them nice and fresh for today.
Opie's wardrobe never getting in the way. Look at this closet, full of nothing. So he wears the same cigar-smelling shirt he wore last night.
And my underwear and my socks. I didn't want to sleep. I didn't want to sleep in that stuff. I hate sleeping naked. Hate it. I had to sleep naked. Don't like sleeping naked. Had to sleep naked.
The HIV in that bed.
My God.
Beware of hepatitis C.
Dude, wait a minute.
Had to.
Why?
Had to keep the undies fresh for today.
That's all I had. What are you doing in your sleep that wouldn't keep them as fresh as when before you slept?
Well, you sweat a lot during the day. I had to kind of, rinse them out a little bit and put them on the heater.
Like a soup packet in your pants.
You're a pisser. Wait a minute, but remember the sheets. The undies, they kind of look like used shoe shine rags. I had to, take care of stuff, and
I would have slept in my clothes in the bed, shoes, everything.
The AC, I finally got it to work, and I got it blowing up some air to kind of keep my clothes fresh.
Airing out the clothes.
The sheets didn't fit the mattress, so I woke up in the middle of the night just sleeping on this crappy mattress, sweating like a pig.
Oh, my God. Wait, the bare mattress?
Oh, yeah. Oh. No.
You have a disease.
It was the worst. The W, outside my window.
Where most hotels serve crabs in the dining area, Opie got his in the bed. All this and complimentary blood stain removal. A place to hang your underwear while you sleep naked in our petri dish bed. All at the Crack Hotel in Midtown Manhattan.
Oh. Any straight pubes?
Ben thinks that this hotel is used by all the hookers. The drive-by hookers that we were talking about a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt in my mind. And yeah, the W was flashing outside my window all night long.
The neon light?
Oh. Right.
He's like, I can't even get to sleep.
So then I wake up in the morning just drenched in, like, sweat on the mattress.
Just think if you were in there with a hooker, what they did before that, leaving all kinds of body fluids.
Body fluids abound in this luxury suite.
So I go downstairs and I get the paper. And I go back upstairs, and I'm reading about us in the Post today.
Did you put the paper down on the floor so your bare feet wouldn't hit the rug?
Right. And I had to laugh because
I have to laugh.
There's an article in the Post about Rush Limbaugh signing his contract for $250 million.
That's right.
And our big boss saying that he would have doubled his salary if he, would have called him.
I think Mel was joking, but.
And then they talk about some of the Infinity properties.
Yes.
Some of the Infinity syndicated shows, and they think dynamic duo, Opie and Anthony. I'm reading this in the Crack Hotel this morning.
Laying in a crappy bed, covered in your own sweat.
Right.
With the light blinking outside your window. Reading how you're one of radio's dynamic duo.
Right. Up and coming stars. I'm like, man, I might as well just have a freaking needle in my arm. Look at this place.
Watch out for the syringe.
Oh, man.
I had to laugh. I'm reading, and, there I am.
That is something, man.
After signing his lucrative contract, he took off his underwear and retired in the man-batter-stained bed.
I had to rinse out the underwear first.
In front of a big mirror. Who knows what's behind it? All kinds of wonderful video equipment. As you were watching the porno movie in your room, you were the porno room movie in 315.
You check the TV guide. So what's naked radio personality?
Yeah.
Let me click that. Hey!
Room service? No room service. Look at my hair. Look at that. I had to I don't know.
Yeah, it's looking like kind of greasy.
Yeah, because it was the hotel shampoo and not even the good
Oh,
kind.
no, it probably wasn't shampoo.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to crank off a back into the cream rinse bottle. That's what I said. That whore just beat me. Beat me out of my money. I'm going to get the next whore that tried to shampoo her hair. I'm going to crank off a batch right in the shampoo bottle.
Tony.
How you doing?
All right. What's up?
Yo, how come Opie, you just didn't sleep in your drawers and then free bag it today?
Yeah, why didn't you free bag it?
All right,
dude. Why didn't you free bag it?
Any way you looked at it, though, I had to take care of the undies.
Dude.
No, they were hurting.
Dude, you
could have at least. At least after signing that big deal, go out today after, taking a shower and buying a pair of underwear. You only would have free bagged it maybe for an hour.
Right.
I went to the Gap and bought a brand new shirt.
You could go to Dwayne Reed and pick up a package of underwear. You could have done that. You sleep in your underwear last night to just set up some kind of perimeter around your junk.
Do you guys understand that I could not continue wearing these underwear?
Well, I'll tell you this. I took a girl to a hotel like that one time.
Horrific.
Were they really a disaster area with police tape around it?
Oh, what happened?
Threw a puddle on your bike?
It's like I'm the only one. It was a hot day yesterday. You're sweating like a pig as you walk. Things happen.
Working up the lather.
Things happen.
Like the horses that pull the little wagons out here around Central Park on a hot day. They work that foam up. Where you're working up the foam.
Well,
there must have been hundreds of dingleberries in that bed.
I think everyone must say that. Oh man, this is filthy. I'm gonna take my underwear off.
It was.
And you're just like, you might as well have just been, dude. You know what's going on in those beds?
You know what was going on in the underpants? butterscotch comes to mind.
Put it this way. If you walked in that room, right? Let's say you walk in the room. There's a naked man in the bed. He gets up, leaves the room. Would you lay down in that bed?
They changed the sheets.
Oh, not at that place. Not at that place, dude.
They had a Jamaican lady, like, you know, working the floors.
How about you said the sheets didn't fit and they kept sliding off the mattress, and then you wake up and you're on bare mattress? And how many guys do you think that happens to?
I don't even want to think about it.
Everybody.
Very thin pillows.
Oh, the thin crack pillow.
It wasn't even a blanket. It was just a spread.
No, wait a minute. Now here comes another thing.
Spread.
Was it just one spread when you walked in the room?
Sheet spread. Under the sheet. Spread over the sheet.
There was no, like, top thing that you always throw off the bed the second you get in a hotel, because those are the drunk people that just have sex instantly on that?
That was a spread.
That's what you used?
What are you going to do? I need to be covered.
Oh, my God. You have a communicable disease right now.
No.
Right now.
No.
You got to lock up your genitals in your underwear. No sign of Twatto walking around in your room?
No. I just needed a room. It was late and I had a crash. And I'm reading about how we're the up-and-coming radio stars from my room at the Crack Hotel.
Oh, great. What an image. Opie sack frothing like a cappuccino from Starbucks. It looked like someone dropped a mochaccino in your pants.
So, there you have it.
Wow. What a paradox, huh?
Yeah, it's funny. People think we're doing so well, and it was pretty pathetic last night.
You're at the Crack Hotel.
Crack Hotel.
Why don't you go to the park or something? It's right down the road.
Well, I checked out of the Crack Hotel.
Yeah? You checked out?
Yeah, I had to check out. I'm going to stay somewhere else tonight.
Oh, you're staying in tonight, too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Check out.
It's
called fleeing the area.
I still got to find underwear for tomorrow, but...
You go to Plain Reed.
You're better off staying at Stinky's house than at that place.
With his roommate.
Hey, man, it's still better than the times I had to, crash on Ben's couch.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God.
Well, you don't know what... man. Dude, that's awful.
Oh, dude, your couch, disgusting.
Your couch, every one of your friends that have moved from Boston have stayed on that couch, and you haven't changed the sheets on that thing. It's just as bad. Plus, you get the extra bonus when you stay with Ben. He wakes up in the middle of the night and giggles all night. And then his phone rings at 3 in the morning because one of his drunk friends is still out and wants to talk to Ben at that moment.
Funny, that's what he does.
I don't know when you sleep, Ben.
Dude, you'd have been safer just grabbing a refrigerator box and laying it in front of the station's building. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I'm serious now. Have you checked yourself for crabs? You really have to. Look, during the break, please, listen to me. When we go to break, go into the bathroom. Really look around.
I would know by now.
No, you might not. Look. Please, you've got to check, because if you spread crabs throughout this studio...
Spread crabs! We're the dynamic radio duo. You think the dynamic radio duo would get crabs?
Crabs are like kryptonite to the dynamic radio duo.
He's laughing at you right now. I got a better place than you.
Try explaining that STD to your girl. No, serious. I caught these scabies from a Crack Hotel bed, I swear.
I have no STDs and I have no crabs. Thank you very much.
Check for crabs. Rick, you got crabs once, right? How long did it take before you knew you had them? Couple of days. And if you saw early, you might see one clinging. They cling on to the hair like, they just grab on.
Well, no.
They multiply.
Actually, what I saw was you look down, maybe you're sitting on the bowl, and you look down at your underwear, you take a glance, you're like, what's that?
Oh, because there's all kinds of what?
The dead ones, after a while, they die.
Oh, they fall off into your underwear?
Fall off into your underwear.
Rick's got the Crack Hotel in his pants.
So you look down into your underwear and you saw...
It looked like dandruff, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
What color was it?
It was like I don't know, it looked like onion flakes.
Oh, okay. Looked like onion flakes in your underwear.
Yeah.
So what did you do? You picked one up?
Yeah.
And so it had legs?
and you gotta look really close and like, oh my God, that's a bug.
I got a bug. And then you're like, why is there a bug in my underwear?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you look down at your area and you just saw him crawling around?
No, I just immediately pulled up my pants and went to the doctor, and I had to get it, get the shampoo.
Get the shampoo. Opie scratching.
And you're scratching your head.
Dude, don't scratch. Oh, get in the bathroom, check.
Dude, shut up.
You never know. I'm doing it for your own protection and everyone else's. You never know in those beds. Oh, my God.
I had a slight itch.
Oh, my God, don't scratch.
Oh, my God. I'm fine. It was an interesting night, to say the least. And then reading about us in the paper while I was in that situation, I'm like, man, what the hell?
Reading about us in an article that contains figures like 25 million and huge radio companies, and there you are in the crack hotel
in my own sweat, naked, because I'm still waiting for my underwear to dry.
He walked in there, the crabs like an amusement park just sat down. Come on.
All right. Please, sir. Well, you know what? Screw you guys. I'm never sharing again. F you.
Well, you can share the stories, just don't share anything you bring back from these rooms.
Get your balls out, clap your ass up, slap your scrotum. It's today, though it may not be anyone's birthday, and it's not even 4th of July.
We'll be back with the Opie and Anthony show. Stay there.
You guys have redefined debauchery.
On the show, there was a segment on this job consultant who wrote this book suggesting that if you're in a career that you're not happy with, you should stay there. Kind of ridiculous advice because you will take a big cut in pay and you will lose the time you have in. So I figured I'd call up.
Yeah, but what about the people that just want to better themselves and you take the...
No, apparently...
You take the hit knowing that in the long run you're going to be making more money.
No, apparently you're losing. You will cut your pay and you will lose the time you have in. It's kind of a ridiculous thing.
Well, you got to take the chance.
Well, that's just it. This guy is against taking chances, I guess. So people were calling up and telling their stories of how they changed jobs and did very well. So I figured I'd call up as Tony, and I called up to say that, yes, I went from construction into a better job.
All right.
And I was all nervous calling up because it's a radio show, you know.
And I heard you got them pretty good because they didn't know it was you.
Well, they didn't know it was me. That's why I called. I thought it was kind of...
All right, let's take a listen to this, all right?
There's a great value in not having a regret at the end of your life that you didn't take a chance at something because you were scared or because other people talked you out of it or because you were just too much of a pussy.
Right.
Because no one has ever achieved anything of any significance by being a pussy.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah, I guess. Don't look at me when you say that.
That's what I am saying, pussy. 212-757-1027. Hi, Tony.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
So I was in construction for about 15 years, and I changed my career, and I couldn't be happier. I got to tell you.
What do you do now?
I'm in radio.
As a matter of fact, I'm doing my show right now.
Wait, calling into a show does not...
I come on right after you.
Wow, wait a second. This is Anthony.
Hey, Anthony.
Oh,
what's up?
They're ready to goof on me.
What?
They're ready to goof on me. You
I know.
Hey, doing my show right now from the phone. Like, come on after you. I was trying to disguise my voice a little. I'm so scared that they're going to know who I am. So I'm like, yeah, how about that? Yeah, job thing. Yeah. I kind of try to change my voice a little bit.
All right, let's listen to the rest of this.
I was in construction. I was effing miserable.
Right.
Anthony.
And,
Wow.
Anthony, I love you.
She's quick on that. She finally realized.
It's like, wait a minute. It's Anthony.
I forgot that about Anthony. And you know what?
I wasn't going to change careers. I was going to keep crawling around in ceilings and ductwork. No.
Yeah, but the way Opie tells the story, he rescued you.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
I rescued him from a lousy show, though.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. Yeah, I forgot you used to knock 10, dude.
Yeah. Did anyone tell you not to leave the job?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, don't go, please. We need you here.
You are a master tin knocker. You are the Zen of tin knockers.
Zen of 10.
You don't want to leave now, Anthony. We got the big Horowitz job coming up next month. You know, that's going to be a big score.
Yeah, that was always fun.
Yeah.
So you gotta ball sometimes and just leave.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready to now. I'm miserable. now.
At your new job, your current job?
Yeah, I'm going back to tin knocking.
Yeah. You know, my dad did
Guys,
this.
I'll see you in a little.
All right, take it easy, man.
You know, I was
Wait, Anthony,
pulling
give me
into
your
the
own minute
garage.
because I have some duct work that needs to be done in my house.
No problem. I'll give you an estimate.
I was pulling in the garage. My phone was crapping out.
That's pretty funny, man.
Yeah.
I remember those days. Oh, where I'm like, you were ready to go, but I had to kind of talk you into it because, I was doing the show by myself for many, many years.
Yeah.
I think most people know the story by now. And Ann came on my show and just, I mean, without a doubt, kicked ass right from the beginning. I'm not going to even whatever. And so we got a job together, the famous job up there in Boston. And we had to scrape enough money for Anthony so he could go up there to Boston.
Yeah.
Remember you called me like, dude, I'm gonna need it like $2,000 or I can't. I can't take this job. I'm gonna have to stay with this tin knocking
I
thing.
kind of need what the minimum I could make is what I'm making now. And I went up to Boston for less than I was making doing sheet metal work.
Yeah.
So you're not really gonna get into the lucrative radio business very easily.
But you took the chance and look at that.
Yeah, how about that?
That?
What hell that was.
And I remember I had to talk you into it. We went to the IHOP for the big powwow.
Yeah, it was kind of, well, you know what it is? I have the old person on the plane syndrome.
Yeah.
It was like you just got to move your ass.
Because I'm like an old salt where I did the regular radio career where you go from town to town to town to town, city to city, and
after the schooling,
you just get used to going to a new city every 2 or 3 years. So when I had the opportunity to go from Long Island to Boston, it was a no brainer. I've lived in worse places, but I wanted to bring in and we want to start this whole new show and this whole new idea. So we go to the IHOP. Across the street from the Walt Whitman Mall up there.
Yes.
That IHOP is a very famous place. That's where I had to talk Anthony into coming.
Well, it didn't take much convincing, believe me.
But remember us talking in the IHOP and it sounded like...
Oh, it sounded all gay.
It sounded really gay.
It sounded all gay. That's right. Oh, we're sitting there talking about going up to Boston for the job. And Opie is saying it's stuff like, I think we're going to do great together. Right. And I'm looking around like, I hope no one's listening into this conversation.
Yeah.
And we were having some kind of there was a problem at the time with the guy that was doing the morning show because he wanted me to be on his show.
Right.
And so some parts of the conversation were like, I don't think you'd be right with Bob. Right. I think, me and you have the chemistry and I know we're going to do something. We're going to go places.
Right.
I don't think you and Bob have the right. And I'm sitting there going, you're going to think I'm a homo.
That you have to leave your current boyfriend for your new.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
It was really
and I real loudly every so often I'm going, yeah, well, doing radio with Bob isn't even an option. But doing radio with you, because there'll probably be a lot of chicks.
Right. Can't wait to do that first show and get the naked women in the studio.
Yes.
I did say women.
Randy's on. Randy played a little part in this too. Randy.
Yo.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
What's up?
No, I just wanted to say, tell Opie how blue collar your thinking was back then.
Oh, yeah.
Opie, he was so excited because the company was paying for the move.
Yep.
So we're lugging boxes down to the U-Haul, and Anthony's telling me, this is great. I don't even have to pay for the U-Haul. I go, what are you talking about? Because the company's paying for it.
Yeah.
Put a box down. I look at him. I go, the company's paying for this move, and we're lugging boxes?
Right.
Yeah. I could have hired a moving company that would have come, packed it, and moved the whole thing. But my thinking was, I can't believe they're paying for this. But I had it ingrained in my head that when you move, you get the U-Haul, you get your friends, and you move.
Sure. This was the first time you moved where the company was paying for it, but your friends still helped you move.
I didn't know to call a moving company and they would come and do everything. So it's like, yeah, I'm really doing great, man. They're paying for the whole thing. Okay, get the U-Haul. Hey, Randy, hold these boxes.
Did you at least get Randy some beer or something?
We were drinking the whole time. It was
very
hysterical.
good.
We'd bring one thing down and then sit in the truck, finish whole beer,
Yeah, have
back
a beer.
upstairs.
Then we'd talk about stuff, and when we'd be sitting down, then the girls would drive by and see us sitting down. That was just great.
So we'd have to put the beers down and run back upstairs and grab something. Ooh, working hard. All right, Rand.
All right, that's the story I wanted to relate.
Thank you, Randy.
I'll see you guys.
Take it easy.
Very good.
happy they were paying for it.
Wait, no.
What?
Let's back the truck up, though.
What?
They were paying for one U-Haul truck for you and I. That's how cheap they were. And you showed up in my my groovy bachelor pad there in Northport, and you had no room left for my stuff.
Let me tell you something. I'm ready to smack you. You know I'm ready to smack you in the head. That is absolutely not it. Yeah. They would have paid for both of us.
Then why didn't I get my own truck?
Because you said, dude, I only have 2 things. So it's really useless to get 2 trucks. I remember this. I have nothing. Just save a little corner on the back of the truck, and I'll get. All right, no problem. I load up my house, and I'm really strategically packing this to leave room at the back of the truck. There was a good probably 4 feet. 4 feet, the whole 4 feet of the back of the truck.
4 feet out of how many feet in that truck?
It was just like a
12-inch U-Haul. It was like an 18-foot truck.
It was like an 18-footer.
All right.
No, not even. I think it was a 15.
15.
Yeah, a 15.
It was less than 4 feet.
My friend. I left you 4 feet.
My friend.
I know it.
My friend.
But the way, you know something, the way you were talking about your furniture, how you're just going to leave everything because it's a piece of crap. I have a couple of things. You were like, just leave the passenger seat for my stuff. I left as much room as I could, pull up to the house. It's like, what is this?
You open up the back of that truck, and I'm like, oh, no. There's no room.
You should have gotten the other truck.
So what did we proceed to do?
Started breaking stuff.
We broke all my stuff.
Broke all the stuff that wouldn't fit.
I'm like, whatever.
It was fun just standing in front of the house smashing stuff.
Right.
Wham.
No joke. I mean, broke the TV stand, the coffee table.
Yeah.
Left the mattress behind. The guy who took my apartment is still sleeping in a mattress.
You could have afforded it once we went up there. You were making a lot more than I was.
I was not. Don't even start that.
Hey, you were making a lot more than me.
Not a lot more. I made a little more, and then we made sure that we both got the same amount of money.
As I'm in the project.
You're such a dick.
Yeah.
You are such a dick.
I was in
my
Framingham with my little friggin' Belgium. I don't know where the hell I was.
Listen, freak.
Hey, freak.
Listen, freak.
Yeah,
I didn't get a raise to go to Boston because I want to get you aboard. I'll tell you one thing though, it's the movie all the kids are going to, Anthony.
Yes.
Not that we're that old, but like the young teenagers, it's like a date movie where they go into the theater and they're not even sitting down watching the movie. They're coming and going the whole time.
What do you mean coming and going?
Like they're checking out their friends on the right side of the theater, then they go to the front of the theater.
Were you having a problem at the theater, Opie?
Definitely, and they were all white, Anthony.
That's because the movie theaters Opie goes to. Hope would be hard pressed to be seen in a black movie theater.
Shut up, dude. You used to go to the same theater I used to go to. But I didn't get kicked out of my house. You used to go.
I got no boot mark on my ass.
All right, but you used to go to the same exact theater as me, Mister. I moved up in the world and I go to black movie theaters now.
I gotta stress the point. I walked, my friend.
Well, we all know that.
No one gave me the boot.
I'm just trying to make my point, though. I go to a theater with black people. Just happens that I still live where in the town you used to live, and that
you keep buying cars, my friend. You'll have a fleet like Reggie Jackson.
Dude, I bought one car and got rid of one car. Figure it out. I never officially bought her a car. I got rid of mine and got her one.
Yeah, okay, and I got rid of a car and got another car. Car is used for another word.
But yes, you're right. The theater I go to is very white.
Yeah.
But just as
like I said, Opie would be hard-pressed to be seen in a black movie theater.
Dude, it's not true. What am I going to do, though? What am I going to do? I live on Long Island. I'm going to go to, wine dance to go to the movies or something? No. I got a nice theater in my town of Huntington. I go there.
Yo, lily white community. How many times do you go across the tracks into Huntington Station, Opie?
Never. No one. See? Dude, no one does. Have you read Newsday lately? One kid got shot. The other day, another kid got beat to death. There's some violence going on in Huntington Station that I don't want any part of.
Now playing at the Master Race Cineplex in Huntington, where our slogan is Whitey Only.
There were a few brothers. Because they come down from Huntington Station.
Yeah. They want to watch the movie. Come on.
There's a road. There's a road. 110, Anthony? You haven't been up 110 lately.
No, not in a while.
It is a dangerous road after you get out of Huntington.
110, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, silly me. I'm used to driving up Flatbush Ave. Yeah.
Right. When you drive
I'm used to East New York now. The bad part of what, Melville?
When you drive up, wait. When you drive up Flatbush, though, do people just walk in the road and take their sweet old time?
Yeah.
And you have to physically stop your car, or you're going to run someone over?
Yes, Opie. And in Huntington, are they armed?
Huntington, I'm talking Huntington Station. They're armed.
I'm teasing, of course.
Holy, pick up Newsday. There was a huge shooting in Huntington Station.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, there's violence going on. Look at me.
Huntington.
Look at me trying to, make Huntington sound as
Huntington
is Brooklyn, but
to Brooklyn.
Huntington Station is bad these days. Really bad. What?
You're living near the hood. The hood of
Huntington.
The hood.
Whatever.
My God, Lovey, look. That boy's got a tan. There goes the neighborhood.
All right, Mr. Cocky. I will point out a few roads in Huntington Station. I guarantee you won't even drive down.
Oh, I'm sure it's very treacherous getting to Christopher's for brunch.
I'm not. I don't go to. Now you're making up.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's a virtual battlefield to get to the Rose and Thistle,
dude. Now you're making up crap. I don't go to brunch.
The mean streets of Huntington.
Gavin, what's up? I didn't say Huntington Station, and you know the area, ass.
My God, I almost got accosted getting out of the Artful Dodger.
Hear what you want, man.
Come on, I'm playing with you.
Yeah, but there's a huge difference between Huntington and Huntington Station. Will you agree on that?
I know, I've lived there.
All right. I'm not talking about downtown Huntington. Yeah, that is a joke.
I understand, Lovey.
Gavin, what's going on?
Hey,
it's getting very bad by the Huntington Marina.
One night.
What?
I had to walk home through Huntington Station one night when a friend of mine got pulled on a D-Wee. I'm with you, and Opie.
All right, man. Thank you.
My God, right. I was almost accosted by the Whaling Museum in Hillside.
Yeah, and has moved up in the world now. That he's left Long Island.
You should see the hooligans that hang outside of Coco's.
I don't hang out in any of those places.
I know. I'm just bringing up places.
Make the bit make sense, and then I'll laugh.
Oh, come on!
I don't go to brunch.
The closest thing out to an ethnic community in Huntington is Pancho Villa's, the Mexican restaurant on Main Street.
Well, a block from Main Street. Yeah, you're right. Let me go to Adam. Adam, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Listen, man, I live in Huntington Station. I'm on the border at Dix Hill to Huntington Station. I can't drive from here to Huntington Village without having to speak Spanish at some point, somewhere along the way. And it's going downhill, but you guys know the area really well, right?
I'll tell you right now, there's a stretch of 110 that is just as bad as any other street in New York City.
I know. The unemployment office is down there.
It is.
No, the unemployment office isn't here anymore. It's been a long time since that's been gone.
Really?
You got people that strut by your cars. You're going 55 miles an hour. Like, what are you going to do about it?
Keep the doors locked.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you go down there 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. There's about 40 or 50 people who don't speak English just congregating around, just waiting to get picked up by the landscapers.
All right.
And it's by the train station, it's bad. Stay south, it's fine. But you guys rock and roll, man, and keep it going, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, take it easy.
Mike from Kew Gardens. Any of the number streets in Huntington Station, you need a Pope Mobile to get through there. I'm telling you. It's insane. It is getting bad.
My God. Almost had a drive-by as I was going through the dairy barn.
They had 2 murders in the last week alone in that area. Steve, what's up?
Hey, listen, I was just what that other guy was talking about, those migrant workers.
Yeah.
Same type of thing, man. I go to pump my gas at that Amoco there. They're all over my car, hanging out, asking me if I need labor done. I don't need no labor.
All I'm saying is, these aren't the places Opie goes to in Huntington Station.
No, I avoid it like the plague.
Yes.
I used to go to the mall and you take 110 all the way up. You can't do it anymore, Ed.
What do you go? You don't even drive down the road?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. You can't drive down the road anymore. You're not even listening to me.
You can't. Wait a minute.
You are not even listening to what I'm trying to say.
You don't even drive.
This is what I'm saying, because you know the area. All right.
Yes.
You leave Huntington.
I know which road you're talking
about. You take a right onto 110. That's fine, that whole area. You get past Huntington Station, the train station. Then it gets ugly to the point where you can't drive because people are walking in the middle of traffic by out your car trying to cause problems.
Right up to Jericho Turnpike.
Right up to Jericho Turnpike, yes. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking near a stoplight and they decide, I'm like stoplight and they decide to, go past your car. In the middle of traffic when you're trying to go 40, 50 miles an hour up 110.
I thought I saw a Negro at Woodbury Commons.
You're such an ass.
You have Holmes.
Oh, boy. Come on. I hear you, Ulf. I know. Come on.
Chris,
we're having a little fun.
How you doing, guys?
What's up, Chris?
Let me tell you something. Anthony should not be talking right now if he's living in Brooklyn.
Yeah, why?
Well, have you been to Bensonhurst lately?
Yeah, that's really nice.
No, it's not. Have you been to 18th Avenue?
Compared to East New York.
Oh, forget it.
Come on.
It's horrible. That's why you're busting on poor Opie there, but, where in Brooklyn do you live? Tell us.
I'm not telling you.
Well, just an idea.
I guarantee he's living in the good section of
Dyker Heights or Bay Ridge?
Oh,
the
yeah.
better section of Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, Dyker Heights is wonderful.
Good.
That's why. Hey, come up a little bit more to 17th, 18th, 19th Avenue. It's not nice anymore.
All right.
So stop busting on Opie there.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Please. I wasn't even bragging. He decided to abuse me because I went to a white movie theater. God forbid I do that. Al, what's up?
It's in Huntington. I'm just saying. That's
Do you hear your stuff? Do you hear how you're sounding? Anthony's got more balls than you. You sound like a little girl. You kidding me? I'm driving through East New York 3 o'clock in the morning to score some weed. Nobody bothers you.
No,
it's the way you represent and present yourself. Nobody will ask with you.
Well, then you're a braver man than me. What can I
I'm not being brave, Opie. Come on, you sound like a little wuss, like you're scared. Even to drive through it? What do you lock your doors and open up your windows?
You can't. You physically cannot get your car through a section.
So you hit one of them. You run your engine up. You scared them.
I go into oncoming traffic. I don't stop for lights in certain neighborhoods. That's the way you got to drive.
Mike from Kew Gardens, you could speed between the train station and Jericho because even the Suffolk cops don't hang there.
I understand your point now, though, because I just remembered you're not driving through these neighborhoods in the SUV like you used to, and there might be some transvestites that might try to hop into that vehicle that you're driving.
Here we go.
What?
Now he's
It was a lot easier. It was a lot easier with an SUV, right? You felt a little safer.
Well, I'm trying to get my an SUV, Anthony.
Yeah,
so I could be just like you. What you need, Opie, is the hood-mounted cattle prod. Yeah, that would help.
Those men wanted to have sex with me.
Everyone's suggesting I get a cattle mover on the front of my fag car.
Yeah. You just got to weld a big piece of railroad track to the front of your
car. The point I was trying to make.
Oh, yeah. There was a point to this?
That scary movie was whatever. And, and the kids, didn't sit still. And they were. And now this doesn't mean crap.
Hooligans.
They were
young hooligans throwing jujubes at the screen.
Whatever. I live in Huntington Station, Opie a pussy. I'll give you some fair time here. Eric, what's up?
What's happening, guys?
How are you?
All right, Opie, I live up in the station, right up on New York Avenue in Jericho, man. And when you drive south, I'm going to the bars on Friday nights. It's a little bit of a war zone down there, but you just got to be tough and drive through.
Well, first of all, the New York Avenue, Jericho areas, that's not as bad as living in the number streets. That's what.
No, I wouldn't live it. That's the hood.
All right.
I wouldn't live down there. But when you drive through, you just, I know people take their time and they stroll through.
Yeah.
But you just keep it up, and it's definitely gone downhill. We used to hang out at West 10th Street over there, and I don't even get out of my car over there anymore.
No, it's just ugly.
All right, man.
Thank you.
You know what really got bad? Quickly, because not many people know this. The Big H Shopping Center.
Well, yeah, it's all moving south. Yeah, moving north.
You ever go into?
That's what's the scary part is. You used to be able to go there, and that was fine.
The whole shopping center looks like Belfast. I mean, it's just a big. The parking lot's all dug up. The stores. I remember going there as a kid. Now forget about it. The stores are all vacant. No one wants to rent them. They're broken up.
They pretty much destroyed the whole Big H shopping center. They're putting something new in there. I think maybe like a Home Depot or something. So they're trying.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I guess we can finish this.
Vinny.
Vinny the racist.
Vinny.
Hello, Opie and Anthony, hello.
Hey.
I just want to say this, Opie. You know, I actually feel bad for you and the thousands of other innocent white people that have to deal with these Hispanics and blacks that have ruined this country. Anthony, you know what I'm talking about. Anthony, you can't even go to a movie theater. You know what I'm saying?
He only says this. You know what I'm talking about, right? You don't have to say it, but I know you know what I'm talking about.
These people have ruined our country. Not like our people, Ant, that came over here to work hard, to make a living, and to earn money the honest way, not to rob people and to ruin this.
What about the mafia, dude?
Hey, let me tell you something. That is a very minute fraction of the Italian Americans, Ant. Not like these blacks, where I got to say there's probably like 10 to 15% of them, which is a high majority of these people that are just animals that have ruined this country. Can you tell me I'm wrong? Were you upset when you saw those Philadelphia cops beating the hell out of that black guy? No, because you know he deserved it.
He's telling me what I thought.
Well, yeah, because you're afraid to say it sometimes, and you get me upset.
All right, Vinny, thank you.
I love you guys.
I saw Vinny this weekend out on his boat, the Amistad.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I love how he does that every time he says something. He goes, you know what I'm talking about. You don't have to say you know, but I know you know. It's like, no, Vinny, you don't know.
Bob from Jersey. Oh, that area you're talking about is like the scene from Vacation when Chevy Chase asked for directions.
F your mama. Remember that?
Hey, Met fans, look what I did to you again. Whatever, I know.
Oops.
They had a tough little series with Boston.
Yeah, Boston.
Isn't Huntington where they had the riots? I heard the white kids were mad because the Gap doesn't open till 12. Thank you. Thank you.
Any neighborhood with a check cashing place is bad.
And well, there's one on every block now.
I see.
Any place that serves chicken and tacos and pizza in one store, that's a bad neighborhood.
Hope you try driving down Straight Path and Wine Dance.
We have.
Playing the new version of Frogger.
I used to have to do the Straight Path and Wine Dance when I was working at BAB.
I remember that.
And we've talked about that road.
Circle the wagons.
We've talked about that road, and I know it happened to me, and I think it happened to you, I'm not really sure, where we were in a traffic jam because there was a gang shooting going on 2 blocks ahead of us. That happened to you too, right? A shooting or something?
I was coming home from a rehearsal studio that was up that way one night, and all of a sudden, gunfire erupting from Straight Path, and a crowd of people running across the street.
Right.
So now I just kind of ducked down and hit the gas, and I was in the company van, the Apollo van. I wasn't supposed to have it out at night. I was just waiting to see bullet holes and how I was going to explain that to the boss.
Chris, what's going on?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
How are you?
Hey, Ed, I work for an air conditioning company, too, so I'm driving all over the place. I just left the South Bronx. And Opie's going to complain about New York Avenue. My wife drives up and down that every morning.
All right, look, I'm gonna stop you. What I'm talking about is the number of streets in Huntington Station.
What street?
And decided to make a bit out of the whole Huntington is scary place. Christopher's and Rosenthal.
That's not even a half a mile stretch.
Huh?
That's not even a half a mile stretch of road.
No.
I just left Fordham Road. It's got to be 10 miles of that crap.
Then you're a better man than me. What can I do?
Nah, it's not about that, but come on, Long Island is a joke. You know that everywhere. You get these kids walking around, they think they're tough. They get eaten alive by the 15-year-olds walking around East New York.
Chris, there are some scary areas in Long Island, let me tell you.
You know what? In Huntington...
Have you ever been near the Coliseum?
There's a police station there.
Have you ever been near Hofstra?
Hofstra? Yeah, but come on.
It's all relative. It really is all relative.
Bad neighborhoods are relative.
Hey, listen, I grew up in Hauppauge. Talk about Lily White. Hauppauge, New York. Jesus Christ.
I'm not going to put. I'm not going to do a Shane McMahon and make believe I'm from the mean streets of Huntington. I was just trying to talk about one stretch of roadway through Huntington Station that's pretty nasty, and there were 2 murders in the last week there alone.
Yeah. You're right.
There was a drive-by, and then I don't know. Then 3 or 4 guys, beat this one guy up until he died.
Yeah.
So nice. All right, Chris.
All right, you rock.
Thank you.
Later.
Anyway, so Scary Movie was okay.
Yeah.
Did anyone see X-Men?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Everyone's saying it's a great movie.
But yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't get out of my mind, though. Like, it looks really cool, and I want to see it, and there's no reason for this, but I can't get out of my mind that stupid movie with the stupid superheroes that came out like a year ago.
Oh, with Janine Garofalo
and Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah. What the hell was the name of that movie? Because that looked like it was X-Men, right?
Yeah, see, I know it has
Mystery
nothing.
Men?
Yeah, something like that. I know it has nothing to do with it, but I can't get that out of my head. And that's keeping me from really wanting to see the movie.
Well, it kicked ass at the theaters this weekend.
Yes.
8 million, something like that?
Huge cash.
Here's your brother now abusing me.
What?
Like it's not good enough that one of you get me. Joe, what's up?
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Oh, that one stretch of 110?
Yeah.
I used to live down there.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I lived on Henry Street.
Henry.
It's a tough neighborhood, but unless, like, you're an associate of MS-13, you really don't have much to worry about.
Yeah.
Those guys are like migrant workers and stuff. There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, they'll work. Like the crowds you see, they're waiting to go to work.
Yeah.
It's not like they're waiting to roll you.
It's a good thing. It was very dangerous when I went up there to the Puppy Palace Canine Corral to get my 2 little Yorkshire Terriers.
All right. Hey, where wasn't it Huntington Station, or where was it that you and Laird went to go get weed?
Yeah,
they smacked Laird in the face. And
that wasn't Huntington. That was like Brentwood.
Oh, was it Brentwood?
But there was an episode, if you remember, when me and Frank Bush went up into Huntington, into the number streets.
Yeah.
And we were looking to get a little, and what happened was, one guy comes out to the car, and he's like, show me the money. I go to give him, $10. And a bunch of his friends started coming out, and I used to carry the crowbar right next to my seat, and I had to whack him in the hands. Because he went to grab for the money. I grabbed the crowbar, hit him in the hands like 3 or 4 times. He backed off, and I cut out. Me and Frank Bush were in the car that time.
That's nuts.
And then that time you and Laird went to go buy some weed.
and that was in Brentwood. And
Laird had to mouth off to the guy.
The guy was like, yo, I like your glasses, man.
I have a better one. I know someone that's pretty close to my family, that's all I'll say. He was, they don't really know what he was doing at Huntington Station, but he was up to no good, and it was late at night. Point blank range, shot in the skull, and lived.
No way.
Has a huge crater in like the middle of his forehead.
Hey, what about that guy that used to work at
I used to work with him at Dix Hills.
Yeah. And he was buying crack a half a block from where I used to live.
Yeah.
Right there in Greenlawn.
Yeah.
Greenlawn? Yeah.
The guy tried selling soap chips, and he took it and threw it back at him.
Are you going to try to say Greenlawn's a tough place?
13-year-old black kid.
Yeah.
And this guy was working. He used to work where we
worked. What part
worked.
of Greenlawn?
It was
near Sam's Pizza.
Right near Sam's Pizza.
That's kind of ugly, depending which side of the street you're on.
So the kid gives him soap chips. And the guy in the car goes, what's this? This ain't crack, and throws it back at him. The kid pulls a gun out, 13, and shoots him in the heart.
Killed him. He bought 2 in the pump. The guy drove for about, I guess, a block and a half, crashed into a fence, dead.
13-year-old kid.
But this guy that I used to work with.
You knew the guy that it happened to, or it was just?
Yeah, I knew the guy that it happened to. I didn't know.
Wow. He would be up in the attic. When I was doing installations, he'd be up in the attic puffing on a pipe, sweating in the middle of the summer, expecting the guy to drop dead any second.
That'll get your buzz up. Let's smoke some crack in 130 degrees.
I got him off the crack and on the weed. And then he went back to the crack.
Good man. Joe's rehab.
It killed him, yeah.
Someone on Instant Feedback's making fun of you, Joe, because you said Brentwood. They're thinking OJ Brentwood, like you were chipping golf balls. No, no. The Brentwood on Long Island's a little different than the Brentwood in California.
Hey, lad, I like your glasses.
Yeah.
The guy went in to reach for his glasses. And cracked him in the skull. Jim said something like,
Jim
I like your mother.
Yeah, you mouthed off
like
to him.
Really?
When you're buying drugs from certain shady people on street corners, you don't mouth off to them. That's like number 1 rule.
There's a lot of gang activity going on down there now.
In Brentwood, yeah.
More than there used to be.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm talking about Huntington Station. We're always mentioning in the paper that MS-13 thing going on.
Yeah, that was, I don't know.
Representing.
It had something to do with that last drive-by.
Yeah.
Anyway, Joe, thank you.
All right, my brothers.
All right.
Hi, Joe. Later.
Later, man.
There goes Anthony's brother, Joe. The Instant Feedback is starting up something here. You guys always contributing to the show. Rome from Jersey. A lot of people sending in stuff like this. You know you're in a bad neighborhood when the Chinese takeout place has bulletproof windows.
You go into a convenience store and it's run like a bank with the bulletproof glass.
Yeah,
and the little lazy Susan whirly thing that you got to put the money in.
And it spins around.
He puts like the butts or whatever you're getting, and he's got to spin it back around.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, man. What are you selling here? Gold?
Maybe you shouldn't smoke in the parking lot of the stadium.
Anyway, SUV kills video man at wedding. Listen to this. The superhero video man? Huh? No, like,
I thought there was a superhero and he died when SUV killed him. SUV kills video man.
We told everyone we're in vacation mode, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The wedding photographer there, Anthony.
Yeah.
Check this out. A wedding photographer was struck and killed by a sports utility vehicle yesterday as he was videotaping a couple leaving a Long Island catering hall. And you might be asking yourself, well, how did this happen?
Yeah.
That he didn't see the SUV coming. Let me continue. Umar Khwajaja, 22, was walking backward as he taped the newlywed couple exiting this catering hall in Hicksville shortly after 2 a.m., Anthony.
Oh, boy.
He stepped off the curb, which should have been a hint that he's walking backward a little too far.
Now you're in the road.
He stepped off the curb onto Old Country Road and was hit by a Ford Explorer.
Oh. Old Country Road, very well-traveled road, too.
Yes.
It's not like a little side street that a car might have been passing. Heavy traffic.
The photographer gets killed by a truck.
Hi-ho, the Dario.
I wonder if they took out his spleen and she rubbed it on the groom's face and they all laughed. Stupid jackass. What an idiot.
And it goes on to say this was a joyous occasion that turned to tragedy.
I think it was a boring occasion that turned interesting. First of all, it's 2 a.m, stupid. How do you not see the headline? I can see if it was 2 p.m. How does that happen at 2 a.m?
Wow, yeah, look at that, 2 a.m. So it's after the reception.
Yeah.
At the catering hall, and they're all stepping out, probably leaving, the bride and groom a little sauce themselves. Yeah. You know how those weddings go. And getting that exit shot out of the catering hall, ready to get into their car and go off to their honeymoon. I want to see that tape.
Seen at a pet cemetery. That's really nice on your wedding night.
I want to see that tape.
I wonder if the wedding couple has to pay for that video.
They're probably all pissed off that they don't get their video.
Here's where it gets all jittery.
Yeah, here's the part where the photographer got hit by that Explorer.
Yeah, this might be a little uncomfortable to watch, Mom.
You're watching the dumb couple, and all of a sudden you're looking up in the air at a tree in the sky. Just,
like having how to fly, yeah.
Tilted, and you see paramedics. That's hilarious. Good. After tolerating that boring chicken dance and everybody doing the, hey, I'm feeling hot. That's the only thing that would have made me happier is if it would have happened to an entire conga line of people. How great would that have been?
John, what's going on?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Man, I have this aunt who spent like $2,000 on a miniature poodle. Looked in the backyard, a crow freaking picked it up and flew it away.
Oh, that's great.
I know, man.
$2,000 on a dog and a crow took it?
Crow. She was down in Florida, in Boca, spent $2,000 in this thing. Next week she got another one.
Wow. Did she crow-proof it?
That is great.
Norton, you rule.
Thanks, Angel Toast.
My mother put me in charge of her. She had just gotten a kitten. Little kitten.
Aww.
It's the first animal she's had in years. This is going back. I'm talking maybe 15 years ago now. And she
before or after the Met thing?
Oh, this is after the Met thing.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing that up, Opie. You got to go to that party on the 28th, and Sal's going to be there, so you better watch what you say.
Just ask it. I need a frame of reference.
All right. Yeah. You're invited.
You're not invited. You can't come.
I'm sorry, you can't come. Oh, you Catholic? You can't come.
They invited me. They didn't say nothing about you.
How about you mow my lawn?
Okay, then come by the party after.
I ain't even dressed for a party.
Ah?
How did you get crippled? I slipped on a banana peel.
Hey, John brings John brings up a good point. John, go ahead.
I'm just curious, is it in bad taste to submit that to America's Funniest Home Videos?
Oh, that's
I would.
hilarious.
You know what?
10 grand is 10 grand.
You know what they should do? They should put it on cable or pay-per-view. How many people would check out, America's Home Videos gone wrong?
Norton would be number one.
Put Bob Saget in there. Okay, let me back up and get a good picture of the groom. Oh, no, I'm being killed.
You have the bad voiceover and then the sound effect. Boing, boing.
Guys, you have a good day.
All right.
Much love, Norton.
Take care, buddy. Thank you.
Boing.
That really is awful.
Wouldn't you watch a show like that, though?
My friend Barry used to do weddings. He had a wedding photography company or whatever. He said one time he was filming a wedding.
Oh. Got the bad sound effects.
We have the worst copy of that song.
Wedding tragedy.
Go ahead.
No, I don't want to tell it. No, he was filming a wedding one time, and he said that the groom and the best man got into a fist fight in the church.
Oh, that's great.
During the ceremony.
On videotape?
Yeah, I don't know if they have. I'm sure they did, but that's what they did. And he said, I remember him telling me, so it was nice.
Photographers are pains in the asses at the wedding. They're getting in the way. They're always in the way.
I was at a wedding recently. They now have spotlights all over the dance floor to get good video. It's like I think you're taking away from the moment.
The pictures always stink, too. They're all melodramatic and overposed.
Yeah.
Stretch out that whore's dress till it takes up half the lawn. That's nice. You married a grandiose C with a big dress.
And I was laughing because we've talked about this at our show.
Yeah.
I was at this wedding and all the bridesmaids, they had their really sexy, dresses.
Wow.
They're starting to figure that out, by the way.
Are they?
I think so.
The ridiculous bridesmaid dresses?
You almost could wear it again, the dresses, right? But once again, there was that one fat girl, and she just didn't look quite the way the rest of them did.
And then they're friends, so you can't tell them not to be in it, but it does ruin the picture because that's the one that stands out. And there's always a hot line of chicks, and you're like, wow, they look really good.
It was hot.
Yeah.
And then a fatty with a shawl to cover up. And none of the other girls had the shawl, but the shawl matched the print of the dress. Like,
You know why she likes her? Because she's a good listener. She's the fat confidant who needs to feel important, so she just sits there with her big Dumbo ears open.
The worst thing is they're all in the same dress. So you're looking at the hot girl with the nice body and everything, and then in that same large-sized dress is the fat girl.
Yeah. Whoa. You got to invite the C blocker to your own wedding. She C blocked you your whole goddamn life. You might as well invite her to the big day.
And the wedding videos are always just awful. Like mine. And most of them, they turn out when you consider the 50% divorce rate in this country, half those videos are now like just a heinous horror movie for a lot of people. They just don't want to see it anymore. I videotaped my brother's wedding, and you know how that whole marriage turned out. Lawsuits, felonious assaults, charges. It was great.
Well, we were all at that wedding knowing it wasn't going to last.
Oh, I know.
We were all
everybody. Oh, you don't even have to. You're right. Oh, Jesus Christ, what a horror show this is. So then when
this will last. Look at him. He's already checking out the other girls at the wedding hall.
I was the best man, and somebody else was videotaping my brother's wedding, and they swing the camera around, and when they said, is there anybody that wants to speak now, forever hold their peace, if, they should not be married or something, whatever the hell that line is, the camera was on me, and my brother said I looked right into the camera and just gave the people's eyebrow real slow. Like my eyebrow just went up like, I wish I could talk. Oh, I wish. And my brother made the same face on my video. Now those are just like horror shows. I'd rather put in Night of the Living Dead.
But you were like married in a basement somewhere.
A basement? No, I got married at a Justice of the Peace. That I was so hoping turned out to be a fraud, and I wasn't really married.
In his living room or something.
Yeah, because that's what he did. You went there. I didn't want a big to-do. And then we videotaped that, and the reception was held at the bar my mother worked at. It was the Inn over there in Comac. It's now a booby bar. It's now a topless. My reception is held in a topless joint. It is. Come on. For Carousel East. Now, out on Long Island.
That's where you were?
Yeah, it used to be called the Inn at the Crossroads, and it was a local bar, a lot of businessmen and stuff, and they turned it into the Carousel East. Yeah, right down the road.
Your Benny's office?
Yeah, right where Jericho and Vet split. And that's exactly where it was, and that was where I had my reception.
There is a line between not too big a to-do and reception and strip club.
Well, I know.
Somewhere in the middle you could have figured
And
out.
then after we left there, I think it was the day of the Preakness. Is that when May 19th is, Opie? If I remember the date?
I think so.
We went to the OTB and bet on some horses.
I'm really happy you made it in this.
Isn't that awful?
You're an ass.
I know. What was I thinking? I shouldn't have gone through with it at all.
Anyway,
Time for getting killed is more romantic than going to do
See
that.
how much I wanted it to just be a regular day? I didn't even want to, I didn't want to be married. I just wanted that, hey, no, this is a normal day. I'm going to the strip club and I'm going to OTB.
Speaking of weddings, Ben came up with a pretty good idea. I don't know if anyone will send their tapes in. But he was thinking that people should send in tapes of the best man speeches.
Wow, that is good. Because they are always awful.
They're usually just a cluster F, train wreck.
I consider myself pretty good at those. I gave it at my brother's wedding. I gave it at Joe Curry's wedding. Another wedding, I gave the best man speech at. And at Joe Curry's wedding, the DJ, they have the DJ, hey, now we're ready for the toast. Let's get the best man up here. He hands me the microphone and goes, try to keep it a little bit away from your face so we get the best sound. I'm like, you tool. Microphone every day, you asswipe.
He didn't know.
He didn't know, I know, but it was like, don't worry about it there, Sparky.
Did you hear about the one where the guy put the picture of the chick having sex under all the plates?
My brother's cousin was at that wedding.
So people believe that.
If you want to send in a videotape of bad best man speech.
Oh, God, that's
maybe
great.
Just bad audio from a wedding.
A bad scene. One of those bad... You know when the video photographer comes up to you and goes, would you like to say a little something to the bride and groom? And everyone's hammered, and sometimes they say very inappropriate things. Those parts, always classic. They put the camera right in your face, and I'm like, I don't know what to say. I asked her... She sucked in. I hope she's better now. Very inappropriate.
It could be fun if there's a little history. Maybe something crazy happened to that couple, and you're on video wishing them the best.
Good idea. Look at that, Ben.
We'll run with it. We'll see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah, but we come up with this stuff, and no one sends in tapes. Because we have this other great bit it still hasn't happened. We want videotape of women giving birth. And all the crazy stuff they say while they're giving birth to their husbands.
That's a good one, too.
Like, say you're
but
watching...
no one has ever sent a tape. The screaming and yelling, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Husband fainting.
Well, we try to get people to send in tapes for that. Yeah, no one sent them.
Maybe because we don't have something where it's got the address to send it and we play it ad nauseum. You know what I mean? You gotta really push that stuff.
I know.
Radio 101, Opie.
I understand.
A lot of people listen with no ears.
Well, maybe we could put a little boxy thing up on opieandanthony.com.
A boxy thing.
Looking for bad video from weddings and bad video from the maternity ward there.
Look at us on the air figuring out what we should do for our show.
Like today's gonna be different?
I know.
We're too busy installing your 1972 freaking computer monitor instead of show prepping today. What the F?
My monitor blew up.
Anthony's computer monitor blew today. So Scott Colombo, in a pinch because, God forbid, Anthony goes a day without going online, he brings in this monitor. Am I exaggerating if I tell you it's 5 feet deep?
Yeah, it's really deep. It's right at the end of my desk and it hits the wall. And I have a pretty wide desk. It hits the back wall.
This thing, we should get a picture for the website. It is ridiculous how deep this thing goes.
It's got 5 wires that plug in the back.
And there was a day that this thing was state of the art.
Top notch.
This was it.
Cutting edge.
The monitor to get.
$2,000 monitor.
Right.
It would have been. And this thing is just awful. It can't handle any of the system that I have.
Anthony turns it on and he goes, whoa, I feel a tumor, tumor growing already.
Did you hear the sound it made when I turned it on? It went, whoa. Big magnet.
And it's like, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's supposed to happen.
You got a lot of mileage out of that old one, but and that old one was an old one too. But I hear it's on order now, so we'll see how long this takes.
But Anthony needed a new monitor today.
I got.
You don't want to piss off Anthony.
I play my games.
That's funny, Anthony.
Well, it's a Twilight Zone reference. The kid was Anthony, and everyone was scared of him.
Okay, Anthony. Very good, Anthony. We're having cookies for dinner. Okay, Anthony. Good, Anthony.
Here's a bad sucks to be you wedding to be at. When a U.S. bomb falls on your house when you're having a wedding in Afghanistan.
They were having a wedding?
Yeah, they were having a wedding. A U.S. plane bombed a village in central Afghanistan, killing at least 30 members of a wedding party. I'm sorry, what am I going to say?
What can you say? Good shot.
You know, you got to take the bad with the good with us over there, people in Afghanistan, for the listening Syndication Underground. You got to take the bad with the good. You wouldn't even been able to have that wedding with the Taliban in there. See?
Yep.
Am I rationalizing it well?
That sucks. Let's go to Joe. Hey, Joe.
The bride flies apart in 20,000 pieces.
Go ahead, Joe.
What's going on, guys? I want to know, hey, Anthony, at your wedding, did they serve, what kind of boxes of wine did they serve?
Box of wine.
How
would you like your box of wine? Would you like it chilled or warm?
Hey, from the church to the reception, how many lefts did you guys make?
None, because 3 rice make a left.
3 rice make a left.
A long time to get to the reception.
You guys suck.
All right.
Later.
God, the abuse is heading Ant's way all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Anthony, I wanted to know, did you wear a tuxedo or a T-shirt with a picture of a tuxedo on it?
I think I wore a suit that I think I had my communion in. I wore
Did you overdressed at the OTB?
It was, yeah, I did seem overdressed at the OTB, and that's about the only place I would have seemed overdressed at. I was wearing like a crappy suit, you know. I was a baroque. And, she wore a dress. I don't know where she bought it. I don't know. It wasn't a wedding dress.
I like baroque.
I was a baroque.
Music.
What are you going to say? I shouldn't have done it.
That was a fine period of music. The Baroque era. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, man, I just want to talk about the Sucks to Be You wedding.
All right.
I had a cousin of mine who had one of those, fatal attraction experiences, relationships with his girlfriend. Well, they wound up getting married, and she started talking smack to him at the wedding, and he wound up hitting her at the wedding, and they left in separate cars. His quote at the end of the night was, "I'm not leaving with that bitch." Ironically, they wound up divorced.
Wow.
He hit her right at the reception hall.
Right on. All right, Ben, relax. Ben's laughing at visuals. That's great for radio.
Yeah, tattle, though.
Okay, we'll break. The phones are still loaded with wedding crap. So wow. We'll go with it a little longer. And then we got another... Well, no, actually, we got an unlucky lottery to throw at you. Brutal.
Little taste of justice in there, yeah.
And other stupidity on the way. Wanted to hit the FU line one more time here today?
Yeah.
And we'll continue.
Thanks for calling, and here's the Opie and Anthony FU line.
Yeah, I want to send a big you to my landlord. Always on my back for late rent. You, bitch. I had when I have it. You.
Next message.
Hi, this is Mike from South Jersey. I'd like to give a big you to the people who don't tip your goddamn pizza delivery guy. We remember who you are. We spit in your food. You. You. And to the people who send your little pet kids to the door because you're too embarrassed not to tip us, you even harder. Go yourself. I hope you all get AIDS and die.
Next message.
Yeah, I'd like to give a big F you out to my scumbag boss who's making me work on Friday after the 4th of July, you effing scumbag. Fucking effing prick. Oh, yeah, and Rick, F you too for that long-ass message when I called. F you guys.
End of messages.
Anthony? Yeah. I hate to interrupt this exciting conversation, but... it's a love fest. I think we all need to have a little sing-along. A sing-along? A little sing-along. Mm-hmm. I'm all for sing-alongs. My cute little cousin, I think he's, how old is he now? 14, I believe, Anthony. Yeah. Don't call a guy cute at 14. Well, he's like my cousin, though. They don't like that. He's cute. They don't like that. He is. My little cousin. We were at a family function, and he sang a song, and yeah? And my family begged me to play it on the radio. Uh-huh. So I'm a big radio star. They thought it'd be a little it'll be a little kick to the family.
Does he want to be a singer?
It's one of his hobbies.
Yeah, all right.
Between playing video games and going to the carnival
and fighting off Uncle Greg.
So
he thinks he's cute.
So I told my family I would play Little Jimmy's song here.
All right.
So can we go to the tape now,
Jimmy?
God bless America, land of all the more. Set aside her and guide her. Her's the land of all the above. Set aside her and guide her. Her's the land of the God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
The preceding announcement has been paid for by the pro-abortion forces of America.
Dude, that's my little cousin. What's wrong with you?
What?
It's my little cousin.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Is that
You don't like his singing?
No, it's okay.
God, big tongue in the way.
He really does have no range.
But he can hold the note.
He just started singing. He's learning still.
14, huh?
Yeah. What? What's wrong?
You just figure if maybe 14 years and 7 months ago. Let's go on. Let's just start over.
Let's just start it over. It's God's will.
Rub-a-dub-dub, 5 kids in a tub.
I don't get it.
Well, that was not your cousin.
What? Just Jimmy.
Little Jimmy?
My cousin Jimmy, 14.
14.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Paul from Center Reach is saying, Corky Hughes?
It's little Jimmy. Family's proud of him.
He should be. Someday he'll grow up. He'll tend the rabbits. Thank you, Kev.
Poison ivy come creeping around.
That's great.
If you have something to say, why don't you say it? I don't get what you're getting at.
Your retarded nephew sounds retarded.
I ain't mad, Lenny. I ain't never been mad.
All I know is I did the right thing today.
All right. Were you told to play that? Because I can't imagine that you would want to put a relative in that embarrassing situation. Does that run in your family at all?
What, bad singing? Yeah. What?
He doesn't sound right. Is he right?
He's just bad at singing.
I mean, what does he do? What does he do? Does he go to school?
Goes to school.
How's he doing in school?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
High school? What is he, in junior high, I guess?
He's not at the top of his class. You know.
Is it a long bus that picks him up in the morning, or would you call it a smaller bus?
It's a smaller bus.
Is he not into sports, yet wears a sporting type helmet?
Did he have a big stomach and pubic hair by the age of 7?
When he gets his hair cut, does he ask for Asian guy or Mo Howard and nothing else?
I don't think he really has a choice in the matter, Anthony.
Yeah.
I figured I'd share. F y'all.
Could he lick 20 stamps at once with that huge mongoloid tongue? No? I'm sorry, he's getting upset now. All right, knock it off, Glenn. Sorry.
Patricia, what's up?
Hey, I got something to add to this 55-gallon drum challenge.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
I have turtles.
Turtles?
And no, I'm not going to throw the turtles in there. I'll give you that foul, nasty water that I have to change every 2 weeks.
Yeah, we could use old turtle water.
Does it have turtle poo in it?
Oh, yes, it does.
You know what? We have to get ladies for this 55-gallon drum challenge.
Used to call them old turtle water.
Hold on the line. We'll take your old turtle water.
Cool.
All right?
Big Kev's got a turtle. He's got a sick friggin' turtle.
How big?
How big is this thing, Kev?
He's about medium size. He's a snapper.
Yeah, a snapper.
Yeah.
You know what happened at Big Kev's Christmas party? Big Kev's, the big event was everyone gathered around the turtle tank as Big Kev dumped in a bunch of goldfish, and we watched his turtle devour live fish like Godzilla. The thing would bite, like it bit the tail off of one, and the one just went spinning off into the corner. And we just sat around waiting for it to devour another one. It's very sick and twisted. And the tank, how does it smell, and how is the water?
You don't want it. You really don't want to use that water.
No?
No, there's salmonella.
All right, we'll take it. We'll take it then. I like it.
Does it?
I think they were having a similar Christmas party over there in Huntington a few weeks back.
It comes up, right?
With Rascal.
Little Rascal. What's his name, Kev?
Ichabod.
Ah, there you go. Not as cute as Rascal. You buy him little clothes?
Does he ride on a horse with no head, does he?
Craig, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on,
Will the turtle bite you if you touch it?
Yes, he's bitten me off.
That's why I hate reptiles.
Yeah, there's no love
They
there.
stink.
That's like the guy that got killed by the big python
That's what I'm
last
talking
week or
about.
something.
There's no loyalty in these dumb animals.
But they'll tell you, no, he shows affection, he recognizes me, knows me. Yeah, because their face has so many different expressions.
If I was
My turtle's face just looks at me, and I just know he wants to kill me. Of
course he does. You're the captor.
If I owned a turtle and that thing bit me, I would take my fist, I would turn it over on its stupid shell, and I would plant my fist in the middle of its soup belly.
And look ridiculous.
I would put him back. I wouldn't kill him. I would pow right in the stomach.
Soup belly.
Bite me again, you slow nothing, and you're dead.
It bit Kev. Yeah.
Yeah, bit my finger in half. Actually.
Why would you even do it?
I know. Why have it? I don't get it.
How slow do you have to be that a turtle bites you?
It's little awful reptile fetal.
Opie, don't be deceived. They're like lightning.
Yeah, very fast.
Well, yeah, he beat the rabbit in the race, but little message for you kids: slow and steady gets it done.
That's our brand of humor.
Yeah, a little more structure down here in D.C. We elected Marion Barry, and now we're going to give Tyson a license. D.C. stinks.
Stop making fun of our listeners.
Not the listeners, just the ones that aren't listeners.
Oh, okay. Well, the ones that are listening are the ones that are going to get pissed off. The ones you want to trash are the ones that aren't listening to us.
Exactly.
Craig, what's up?
Yeah, listen, Ope, I just wanted to know, when, friends ask about your nephew, and they say, what's one of his best traits?
It's cousin.
Cousin, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you say, well, he's really strong?
He's really
Yeah, you guys suck, man. Pretty good.
He can count to 4 and carry a piano 4 miles.
I may be a little slow here, but I really don't get what's going on. I thought I'd share it with y'all, and this is what I get in return.
Yeah. Did you hear
I know his singing's bad, but someone out there got a thrill. Well,
Did you hear how I ruined that one, too? I stink today, and I know I stink today. I said you count to 4 and carry a piano 4 miles. Use the same number in the joke twice.
Wow, now you're getting way too picky.
That's
It's
an
true, though.
absolute
Yeah,
no-no.
you never
It's
do
an
that.
absolute no. I can count to 4 and carry a piano 2 blocks. Wow, that might have been amusing.
Right.
But not the way I did it.
4 no.
Barrel straight ahead with the obvious.
I don't think you lost too much. Using the 4 twice.
It might have stunk to begin with. I could have probably
I think
salvaged.
people were expecting 2 different numbers, and you used the same one, which made it kind of...
Oh, you pulled a little whammaroony on him.
They were possibly, I did, because they were possibly expecting something humorous. And that's what I gave them. You just know when you stink. You just know it.
Junk Mail Jerry from the city, coming soon. Mrs. Yates starring in Honey, I Sunk the Kids.
5 little crullers.
All right.
We got, I think, more songs from Jimmy and other people that are being carted up right now, aren't they?
Well, I thought I'd share today, yeah.
Yeah, so you got some more? It sounds like from some of the piece of one song that you have a niece maybe that might sing too. Is that true, Opie?
Well, it's, Jimmy's twin.
It's Jimmy's twin.
Jessica.
Jessica and Jimmy.
Oh.
Isn't that cute? Any problem with them having the first letter of their names
Norton? No?
Not at all.
And maybe that would screw it up.
Probably.
But twins. See, the reason I went with that, though, that's how twins are named.
I got it completely.
Oh.
And probably favorite movie is Jumanji.
I got a song from Little Jessica on the way. All right, I can't wait to hear it. Orlando, what's up?
What's up, yo? Does your cousin grin a lot for no reason? Stinky rules.
I don't get what you guys are getting at. He's a very grin a lot. He's a very happy kid. I don't doubt it. Happy at everything.
Do you think 9/11 is a store run by Indians?
He stare at blinking neon signs for a long time. He likes to smile a lot. Smiles. Happy kid. Does he watch TV? Mm-hmm. Cartoons? Yeah. All right. Just asking. Sounds like a happy little fella.
Yeah.
A little rascal. I'm not going to share any more songs with you guys because I think you'd...
No. If you punch his face, does he cry and apologize?
Wow, a naked girl. Hey!
I got 3 science stories that I'm going to be going into. Thank you. First one is, scientists plan to zap tornadoes with microwaves.
Oh, he almost said it like he was vindicated. He almost says it with a little vindication in his voice, like this is what he was talking about with the kitty litter, throwing kitty litter into tornadoes to absorb the moisture, then killing
kitty litter into hurricanes.
But he said it would also work on tornadoes, right? Yes. So now he's almost like, see, they're working on this.
Wait for his definition of a tornado. So what is the deal?
Microwave. Yes, they're using waves to kill tornadoes.
Oh, no. Hold on. I got to put my tray in its upright. And my seat in its full upright position, and I have to buckle in. All right, here we go, Anthony.
Now, the story is explained in front of me right now, but I'm going to give you a better explanation so you can understand. This is my theory on that. My theory on that is that, okay, so you have a tornado that forms. The way the tornado forms is that you have the cool air riding along with the hot air, and they're in a jet stream together, and condensation forms because of the evaporation and condensation. And
he almost had it with the cold and warm. He was so close to having it with the cold and warm. And then the jet stream and riding together, and then the condensation and evaporation. All right, you were so close, Baz.
Condensation forms because of the evaporation and condensation, and it evolves into a liquid form. So you get these really dark clouds that's thunder and lightning. So it's a thunderstorm, right? Then, within the stratosphere of the ionosphere,
what? The stratosphere of the ionosphere?
Yes.
Where is that, Spaz?
The stratosphere is the lower level of the ionosphere. The ionosphere is where AM waves bounce off of.
He went to school for radio. It makes perfect sense. Oh, okay. All right.
It liquefies into a condensation form, so it starts to rain like in a regular thunderstorm. And within this, it just shoots down like a pellet. So the shoot down like a pellet of the rain causes a tornado to form over the water because it gets, strength from water. Water gets strength from water. So it forms a tornado.
Tornadoes don't form over water. They can. But for the most part, they don't. They form over, the tornado belt. They're in the Midwest. Hurricanes form over water. Hurricanes are over water. Tornadoes are over the land. If it did, it would be a water spout. Right.
Oh.
There you go, Spaz.
Okay.
And, oh my God, I can't even get into it with him. And the cold air sinking and the warm air rising when a cold and warm front hit together. The turbulent air in there is what starts a tornado.
But they ride each other.
They ride each other.
Tornadoes having sex.
Yeah.
They ride each other.
Yes. All right. Well, he was close. I was really feeling for him there for a minute.
Over the water because it gets, strength from water. Water gets strength from water. So it forms a tornado type thing. Cloud. Funnel. So, And what the weather meteorologists try to do is they try to
Meteorologist?
the
study of meat. I'm a meteorologist. That's a good pork chop. I am a meteorologist. He's a meteorologist.
I gotta get back.
A meteorologist. Yes, I enjoy a tube steak.
So what the weather meteorologists try to do is they try to deflect the tornado by putting energy forces towards it. Try to control the flow of the jet stream so land doesn't get hit with these nasty tornadoes. So what this scientist did is that he found a way to get microwave waves to penetrate the tornado to dry it out. Like if you heat the water, it'll disappear and it'll evaporate to gaseous forms. So when it evaporates into gaseous forms, then the tornadoes can't form. So it goes back up into the cloud, and you still have like a regular thunderstorm, I guess. So what I think is that what we could do now. See, the way it happens is that because when I said that the cold air rides the warm air, it's just like in radio with waves, which use a certain type of wave to transmit to a transmitter. The lower beam rides the higher wave.
You're all. They use it to transmit to a transmitter. So you transmit from the transmitter to people's radios.
No, what I meant was you transmit the signal from the station to the transmitter before it gets out to the public.
Oh, I got you. All right, very good.
From the station itself to the transmitter, and it condenses into one radio wave that sends out all across its listening area. So,
what does this have to do with weather? What does this have to do with weather? Weather. I'm sounding like Spad.
I'm making a comparison.
Is that coming up?
Yeah, the comparison is that the hot and cold air ride each other, just like two waves ride each other to the transmitter. The short and the long.
All right. Spaz, to dry out a tornado, should I set my microwave on popcorn, potato, or frozen dinner? They're asking a question. Just set the microwave from popcorn to tornado.
Frank from Manhattan, O&A. Spaz, in the immortal words of Maxwell Smart, you missed the definition of a tornado by that much.
All right. I could almost see what the story might have been about. If you heat the air up around a tornado, the fast rising air around the tornado might disrupt the flow of the air, having nothing to do with drying out clouds. Because once the water evaporates from this mass that you're drying out with microwaves, where does it go? It goes back to the sky, forms another cloud, and condenses.
Yeah.
Yes, no, but you said there was a solution there.
Yeah, but it forms a minor storm. Not a tornado, which is major.
Okay, all right. I would have to read the story, but I'm going to bet $1 gazillion you're wrong on this.
All right, let's get the end of the story here.
Thank you.
It rides the cool water. The hot air rides the cold air. Now, if you send these high microwave beams to it, you can turn that cold air into warm air, and you're not going to get the tornado effect. So, what we could do. I understand that microwaves are bad for you. I think that the microwave ovens could be used because of our part.
Oh, no.
I mean, like if there's a tornado coming your way. Now, I may sound like I'm over the top with this, but I think it can actually work. See, if you're emitting small microwave waves from one small microwave, and if everybody around the tornado area that is getting hit does this, and just like funnels it towards the area, it's like sending emission of microwave waves, because you can get radiation if you stand too close to a microwave or you're cooking something and heating up something. So if that's the true effect for you, that means there's something emitting from these microwave things. So if you emit it towards the clouds, something can happen, and you're doing your part to help. I mean, this scientist said it could be done. I believe him. I think it can be done too. He's emitting microwave waves to these clouds to prevent tornadoes from affecting your area. Okay.
Even I didn't see that one coming. God damn, I didn't even think he was that stupid. So what you're saying is, the second people get like this tornado warning,
from the Weather Channel or something in their area.
Everyone should run to
all run
to their
and
microwave.
turn on their microwave ovens.
But
should they open the door and point it at something?
Well, yeah, because they got to funnel it toward the tornado, Anthony.
Remove the kill switch first.
yeah, because you can't run it with the door open.
Are you? Do you have a long extension cord and you run outside with your microwave and point it?
Yeah. How do you fight the tornado with your own microwave oven at home?
On a ladder. You got to look at the bigger picture.
Stand up on a ladder.
See, the bigger picture is this. See, if everybody in the surrounding area, if they channel it to one central and then it shoots up towards the tornado, it's just one
tornado. How are you going to cooking tomatoes?
Tornado.
So how are you going to get to the tornado? How would you actually focus all of these microwaves?
You would have one center rod that would collect all the emissions and distribute it up. If these rods were installed in each city, in each location.
But would you have to physically carry your microwave outside?
Just open up the door and shoot it to the beam.
So all the residents of their town should stand and point their microwaves at this central rod in the middle of town, which will somehow collect these microwaves.
Spaz say that.
Holy smoke, this is the best one yet. Because I'm just picturing a bunch of people in their trailers, beep, beep, beep. Come on, Ma, quick, get the microwave. Get the door, hold the door. Hey, Rod, what's up?
Sweet mother of mercy. Get this guy off the phone. I get him off the radio. I'm like 3 seconds from driving into a tree. I swear to God. What can you guys do for me?
It's the best, yeah.
Now, when he's talking about the lightning rods, my name's Rod. It's like a horror show.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with this guy?
We have this week's witness, Cowbell Bill, in studio.
Yes.
To prove to everyone this is as real as it gets, man.
Hey, Rod.
Thank you, Rod.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
What's going on with you doing Spanish commercials? I'm really confused, seriously. Something is going on. Is this legit? Is it fake?
Here's the deal. Somebody came to me, one of the salespeople, and said, could you do a tag for Strauss, which I do a lot of the tags.
Now, a tag in the radio biz is that 5 or 6 seconds you hear at the end of a commercial.
Yeah, after the Strauss guy talks, it's like, save now on Strauss, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
They want it in Spanish. So I kind of laugh.
Wait, time.
Yeah.
They really want it in Spanish, or they want to just fool around?
I don't know. They just said they want it in Spanish. Do you think you could do it in Spanish? I go, I don't know Spanish.
Spanish? They go, oh, well, we have that many Spanish listeners? I thought we had like 2.
We're trying to get our ratings up with the ethnic.
So Strauss is serious. They want the tags in Spanish to reach their Spanish listeners.
Yes, but I don't know Spanish. But, you spell it for me, help me out. I was going to just read through it. Say, what the hell? So I did.
And I think we have audio of you.
I'm a good soldier.
We have audio of Anthony doing Spanish.
Doing the tag?
Rico Suave.
Hey, I think that was Butthead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Steve's in here. Steve's part of this project.
Steve knows Spanish.
How well did Anthony do with the Spanish tags for Strauss?
Yeah, it was awful. Because I don't know Spanish, so I'm reading it, and he's like, no, it's this word, that word. No.
Well, it was a 10-second tag that was supposed to be done in Spanish, and...
Now, we have a hard enough time, you gotta admit, Opie, when you do a tag and they say you got 10 seconds, the commercial runs 50 seconds, now it leaves 10 seconds for you to put the tag in. And they put like 15 or 20 seconds worth of words, so you got to talk really fast. That's why it's like, save today on Strauss, blah, 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 blah. You got to do it fast.
And forget the fact that it's in Spanish. And
yeah.
And people that speak Spanish fluently can fit 20 seconds worth of copy into...
Right, but me, I can't do that.
So this really is legit, right?
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Yeah,
totally. This is how it's done.
I was like, okay, I'll do it. I don't care.
So Steve has the outtakes of you trying to speak Spanish to do a Spanish tag.
Yeah.
For Strauss Discount Auto.
Yeah, I mean, I helped him out with the pronunciations a little bit.
Come on. How popular are we getting?
I thought it would be. The only reason I agreed to it, I thought it would kind of be funny.
Oh, and it was.
All right, so these are the outtakes, more or less?
Well, you can hear me in the background feeding the lines.
Feeding the words, because I don't know.
All right, here it is. This will be funny to someone out there that speaks Spanish. Anthony, doing Spanish tags now for this radio show.
Esta semana en Strauss Discount Auto.
See, wait a minute. Wait. I was doing it like they do on the, because I was doing it like you do it on the Spanish TV station.
I love when you can pick out one word.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Houston, Texas.
So I was putting that guy's voice on. Strauss Discount Auto. I was trying to do it like I heard it when I was a kid.
Del Mundo. Michael Tyson.
Madison Square Garden.
Right.
Baxio.
All right, let's continue.
Bujías Autolite con cabeza de cobra. Cobre? Cobra, what? I just say 59. Oh, great.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Bujías, right? Okay. Bujías Autolite con cabeza de cobre e... What?
Come on.
That's like, this is like, it's like a Jackie Chan movie, you know, where he has to speak English and he just doesn't, and they feed him the lines.
Oh my God.
I go, yeah.
It's kind of funny to hear you doing your voice in Spanish.
Of course.
59
centavos con el envío del cupón de reembolso de 30 centavos. Have fun. Now this one.
And how many did he have to do, Steve?
He had to do like two. It amounted to what it looked like 2 tags.
Yeah, it looked like on paper it was 2 tags, but it was really just supposed to be 10 seconds.
Mark from Brooklyn, great one. Anthony speaking Spanish sounds like Dracula learning to read.
I mean, every 4 words he had to stop.
Yeah, it wasn't spelled phonetically.
No, yeah, exactly.
Do we have the final product somewhere? Because this is like
yeah,
the
as a matter of
outtakes.
fact, it's, this is like listening to a kid with Down syndrome read aloud from a Stephen Hawking essay.
Well,
oh my God, that's not Spanish. All I heard was Rakta Taco Bell.
The final thing I had to cut down, I had to cut the tag in half and compress it so that it would fit within the...
yeah, because I can't talk that fast. How do you talk that fast?
All right, let's listen a little more here.
Para encender.
Para encender y acelerar su auto suavemente, nada se compara a las bujías Autolite de Strauss Discount Auto. Good luck. Yeah, I said good luck putting that together, Steve.
That's it right there, huh?
Yeah, that, the Spanish fake Fred Flintstone, Mike from Newark.
That's messed
Anthony dropped the chalupa. Everybody's a smartass. How do you say Bosch wiper blades in Spanish? Does Anthony flip out in Spanish also? Can you please say you have very large American penis?
Yeah, you don't even know what you said. It could have been us just goofing on you.
Right.
You probably just said some like
I'm a homo or something. Right.
All right, we got the final product.
It sounds like the Japanese woman from Chimpokemon South Park episode.
Here's how it's going to sound on this show. I'm serious. This is dead serious.
Here it is.
In the Strauss Fix Up Your Car sale, you'll find big savings on all your car needs.
Esta semana en Strauss Discount Auto, bujías Autolite con cabeza de cobre a 59 centavos con el envío del cupón de reembolso de 30 centavos.
It's all set up. That's great. Good job, Steve. You signed it.
Steve, cue that up again. I got to hear it one more time. It actually sounds like you know Spanish now. Hey, that's hilarious.
Come on.
Steve's going to cue it up again.
Oh, that is funny.
That's great.
Well, they wanted me to do it, so, I'll give it a try.
The magic of radio. He made it sound like you know Spanish.
Oh, Anthony talks like a kid trying to read in an after-school special. So go screw yourself. Tuttle from New York checking in. What? Bomb the harbor?
Here's Ann one more time, speaking Spanish.
A selection of parts and accessories anywhere. And right now, during the Strauss Fix Up Your Car sale, you'll find big savings on all your car needs.
Esta semana en Strauss Discount Auto, Fiat Autolite con cabeza de cobre a 59 centavos con el envío del cupón de reembolso de 30 centavos.
It's all choppy. Goddamn, Steve, that's funny, man.
That was awful going in there and just like, magnifying the whole thing and picking out the little words. Rico. Esta semana en Strauss Discount Auto. What is this word? Rico. Bujías Autolite con cabeza de cobre. I just say 59. Oh, great. All right. Bujías, right? Okay. Bujías Autolite con cabeza de cobre 59 centavos con el envío del cupón de reembolso de 30 centavos.
Be quiet,
Have fun. Night from Jersey. It sounds like the friggin' warnings at the Disney ride. It sounded like Japanese speaking Spanish.
Oh, son mío, up yours with a meat hook.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show, 212-757-1027. Let's go to Jay real fast.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, you're on the radio. What's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for sending me straight to hell for listening to that song.
Oh, that's the first time you heard that?
Making me laugh. Oh, my God. Yeah. Unbelievable.
That's a sick one. Well, if you're going to have a most offensive song contest, they're going to get pretty rude, you know?
I guess so.
You got to
hear. I listen to you guys up in Boston. I'm from Springfield, Mass.
Oh, right on, man.
Remember when you guys got thrown out? That was great.
Yeah, fantastic. It was just a great part of my life.
Well, it was sad that you left, but the joke was funny.
Yeah, that was great for all the listeners in Boston. It wasn't great for Ant and I.
Yeah, I think Rocco still misses you.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
All right, man.
Please.
And it's almost 2 years ago that we got fired from Boston.
Yeah, really is.
That was a quick 2 years, huh?
It was a quick 1 year because it's almost April 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember us playing all the clips from when we got fired last year right here on NEW.
Yes.
And that seems like yesterday.
Yeah, if you're a new listener to the Opie and Anthony Show, Ant and I had a little radio show in Boston. Even though we're from here, but we were doing radio up there.
Yeah.
We were quite successful, and then one day we decided to tell the whole city that the mayor died in a horrible car accident.
Yes, Mayor Menino up in Boston. He was vacationing in Florida, so Opie had this brilliant idea. April Fool's Day, instead of doing the typical April Fool's gags that all the DJs pull. Hey, if you look out your window at noon, you're going to see a meteor. Whack Zanerific zoo radio. So he goes, let's just go all out. We'll say that the mayor is dead, killed in a car crash in Florida. I'm like, all right, I'll go along with it. Well, it turns out he was on a plane on the way back when we said it on the air, so no one could get in touch with him to see if he was really alive or dead. He took it very, very badly.
Yeah.
Took his death very badly.
Oh, yeah.
Talked to our bosses.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think the number one show in Boston could get fired over a little prank, but...
Oh, week later, we're here at NEW talking to the management here about trying to get a job here.
Yeah. We were like, one day we were rock stars, the next day we were homeless.
Yeah.
Oh, man, was that a big fall. That was not fun whatsoever, man.
Not at all.
Then being followed around by TV crews and all that. And
what would you like to say to the mayor? That was another thing I think that hurt us. Like, we might have been able to skate up there if it was handled well after we did it.
Mm-hmm.
But the next day, we're leaving the studio, and the news crew puts a camera in our face from Channel 4 News and says, what would you like to say to the mayor? And there's me and Opie looking in the camera laughing. I don't know. Sorry, I guess. We looked like we didn't care. It looked even worse.
And we looked like Bill and Ted.
Yeah, we did.
We looked like Bill and Ted. My hair was a lot longer, Anthony.
We didn't look sincere at all.
Not at all.
And then they invited us a week later to a beautiful hotel, the Colonnade, down there in Boston.
Oh, yeah.
Up to the conference room.
Oh, yeah.
On, I guess, the 20th floor, Opie, overlooking beautiful Boston.
Oh, yeah.
And we sat down at the table where we were told we were fired.
No, we weren't fired. We were terminated.
Terminated. We're going to have to terminate your contract. Like, okay.
Why couldn't you say fired?
Because it's very technical.
Yeah.
And then it turns out the guy that fired us now we all work for the same company again.
Yeah.
Ooh, how about that?
And we never, ever, ever want to see that guy.
Yeah.
Ever, ever, ever.
Terminator.
He was a real prick to us.
Well, I guess he was just doing his job, Opie. You know? What was he supposed to do? Listen to us? Listen to what we had to say on our side and then call his boss that told him to fire us? It wasn't his decision. Hey, boss?
Boss? Yeah, it's, Lucas. Yeah, look. Opie and Anthony just talked to me. No, don't fire him. I just talked to him. No, they really have a valid point. Well, I'm fired too? What?
You know, he just had a job to do.
But did he have to say terminated?
Gonna have to terminate your contract.
He was the Terminator.
Yeah. Didn't even blink. And that was it.
He didn't have one human emotion in his whole body.
No.
We were convinced if we opened up his suit coat, it was metal. Machine, metal. Why are we thinking about what happened 2 years ago?
Well, because every year when this time rolls around, we start getting that feeling, you know?
That bad feeling.
And then it was only followed up by more bad feeling because we sat here at NEW 2 years ago, and it was like a mausoleum we walked into. We came from a real active rock station in Boston. It was you know, kind of fun, cool, have a show up there. And we come here and we're just watching fossils walk around. I was like, but are we at NEW or do we go Central Park West? Is this the Museum of Natural History? I think I'm looking at the Brontosaurus exhibit. Look, it moves. Wait a minute. No, that's Scotzo.
Put it this way. The Discovery Channel called and they
Come on, I love Scotzo. Shut up.
Put it this way. The Discovery Channel called, Anthony.
Yeah.
They're going to be raising a few bodies. So
a few of the DJs?
Yes.
Yeah, we walk in here and like we're supposed to be the people that are going to pull this station out of the crap hole that it had sunk into for the past few years. And then all the other jocks hated us.
They still hate us. They still talk about us behind our backs.
And there's pending litigation. And, they would hang up faxes that came in on the wall.
Yeah.
Faxes on the wall that say, you know, from the 3 listeners NEW had at the time that said, get these guys off the air, shut them up, play the music. Oh, my God. Then the jock that came on that followed us every day, remember that? We'd have girls in here taking their clothes, trying to get some kind of interest in the station again. And we'd have this fun show, and she would sit her ass down and go, well, now back to what really counts, the music on NEW. Well, like, I'm trying to undermine what we're doing here.
She would say, now that distraction's out of the way.
That distraction.
She called our show a distraction.
It's time to get the lid out. And it was just a nightmare. Boy, look at us. Every time this time of year comes around, we get like this, all reflective.
I'm shivering, man.
I know, because it was a horror.
And then, like, they handed us the worst afternoon drive show in New York.
Oh, my God.
We were in dead last.
Picture if you were a jock now, given the morning show slot here at NEW. That's how we felt walking into the afternoon slot here.
Dead last. I believe it was a 1.2 in afternoon drive. That is horrible.
So we,
And then we slowly started making headways. We're moving up in the ratings a little bit. And then all the jocks would scream and yell at us and say, well, you're never going to beat what I had.
I had a 2.2.
A 2.2. Wow.
Back in 1979, when this station meant something, I had a 2.2.
About that.
I had a 2.2, and the Daily News wrote about me and had my picture in the paper and everything.
Really?
So then
terrific.
So then the ratings would come out every month, and Aunt and I would see like 1.4. I'm like, damn it, it's not better than a 2.2. 1.5. Oh, come on. 1.7. 1.9. And they would still yell at us. You're still not at a 2.2. That was the best afternoon drive ever saw around here. And then we got a 2.1. I'm like, Jesus, just give us over a 2.2 so I can shut some people up around here. And then finally, poof!
Yes.
Blasted past the 2s.
Thanks to our faithful listeners.
Now we're in the 3s. 3-4, to be precise.
Still working our way up, man. Oh, the good old days.
What was that? Where did that come from? John, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good.
I remember when you guys had that Major League fight with Carol Miller on the air.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Everyone thought that was a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the tone of her voice, man. She was absolutely pissed.
Remember when we begged her to, quit?
Yeah.
We begged her. We said, we'll get the U-Haul. We'll get the boxes. We'll
pack up the largest rock and roll library and leave.
Take it with you. And she goes, no, it's all about the music.
She's fighting with you about her age and your age, and you're going, well, I'm older than you, and I've been here longer.
Yeah.
You guys won't last.
Well, know what it was about NEW? It didn't matter how good you were on the radio.
Yeah.
It mattered how long you were here.
How long you had your ass in a chair in front of a mic. That's all that mattered.
Because there were people that were here for 15, 17 years, and they were considered rookies by the guys that were here 25, 30 years.
And you couldn't imagine the kind of cake these guys were raking in. Due to pending litigation, no names will be said. But, oh my God, I saw some numbers. Unbelievable. Un-effing believable, the cake that was being raked in by some of these people. So when we came in here...
800,000.
When we came in here, they felt
for Tuesday.
A little threatened.
You gotta be kidding me. Someone sat in this chair and made $800,000 to play twofers. Twofers.
Get out of here. 800,000.
They didn't entertain you. They said that was 2 from Leonard Skinner, and they got paid $800,000 with board ops. They didn't even have to push their own buttons.
Nope.
Didn't even have to push the buttons. All they had to do was someone turned the mic on for them, and they said that was 2 from Leonard Skinner on NEW.
NEW.
We got 2 from the Beatles next.
Coming up.
That was it. That's all
there
they
you go.
did.
And then nod. The board op hits the button, and there you go. Cash your check. Cha-ching.
Alan from Brooklyn, did you have to promise NEW that you wouldn't announce Giuliani's death?
Yeah.
Yes, that was brought up. Very good.
Yeah, but that was with the old regime. Dealing with that, the giant Pop-Tart guy, the stock market guy. Oh my God. The array of characters that would come in here. I swear to God, I think at one point they hired a juggling clown for promotions. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I saw walking in the hallways one time. Our ice cream PD. The ice cream cone PD.
It is so much better now.
Hey, dude.
It is so much better now, though.
Guys, you want to broadcast next to a giant yodel?
He was supposed to be the premier marketing director in the business, Anthony. Remember that? And the first promotion he suggested for the Opie and Anthony fans, and us, of course, was...
We're going to have you broadcast at Madison Square Garden next to the world's largest Pop-Tart. No joke here, people. No joke. The world's largest Pop-Tart. You'll get to talk to the chef that cooked it. You'll get to talk to the people that were responsible for making it, and you could ask them questions. How much dough did you need to make this Pop-Tart? What type of fruit filling is it? How much fruit filling? And then you can make little jokes about how you might eat the giant Pop-Tart. And put the gun away. Put the gun away.
That's when I looked at Anthony and said, Ant, we are effed. We are done.
What did we get ourselves into?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was another thing. We were told this guy is the best. He's going to be able to get us
2 Range Rovers for a promotion to give away. Wouldn't the listeners love that? Wouldn't it be great if we could get on the air and say, hey, we're giving away 2 Range Rovers. This is what the deal is and stuff. This guy couldn't get a Rover from the pound. Never mind Range Rovers.
Don't forget the other promotion he suggested.
And if he ever did get Range Rovers for the station, he'd be driving it home with the satellite equipment in the back.
And everything else he stole from there.
Everything else.
Bring back the stuff you stole, you bastard.
You people, listeners out there, you guys were supposed to get this, digital satellite dishes. We had them as prizes. Where are they now? On my roof. How are we supposed to win with people just pilfering? All the gold records on the walls, where'd they go? God.
NEW's been here forever.
I want it, dude.
We all know that. There was some serious memorabilia on these walls and in the closet. Yeah. It's all gone.
Gonzo.
The people that got fired took it all. There's nothing left.
Unbelievable. And then Opie and I would come in to do the show every day, wanting so badly to win, to make some kind of a little tick up. And then we're surrounded by people that are so just out for, like, can I get another paycheck this week? As long as I check in my box and my check is there, one more week, that's fine. Oh, yeah. That guy still calls on the hotline to try to enter contests to win. On the hotline number. Jesus. Enter me.
What's the Super Bowl promo? Oh, the Super Bowl promo.
Yeah.
Holy cow. See,
God help us.
When you work in this business, right? When you work in this business and you do promotions, we love, first of all, doing the road shows because it's one big party, right, Anthony?
Very fun,
yeah. Besides the fact that Ant and I absolutely love hanging out with our listeners, love doing the road shows, love getting drunk with everybody, right?
Yeah.
As far as a radio station goes, it's just great marketing for the radio station to reach as many people as possible when you go out and about, okay?
Right.
So if you're like the marketing director of a radio station, you have to come up with these really cool promotions where people are going to show up, right?
Promotions.
And our time as personalities is very limited, Ant. We can't be out every night of the week and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
We would burn out.
So he got the bright idea to have Ant and I go to someone's house for a Super Bowl party. Now, we had a great time, don't get me wrong. But it was a complete waste of time as far as marketing a radio station goes.
Yeah.
Because instead of maybe having a Super Bowl party like we did this year where 1,400 people show up, we had to go to someone's house where 20 people were hanging out. Half the people had no clue who we were.
Yeah, it was we had been here for a few months. That's all. So we really didn't have, no one really knew who we were. This is what we dealt with on a daily basis. And now finally to have a new regime in and new shows and things happening where, they're sending us out. We're meeting the people. We're having fun. But, man, we always, this time of year, it always kicks up. I think it's the smell of spring in the air that reminds us of the nightmare of a couple of years ago. Oh, my God.
It reminds me of the stench that was in this studio.
Sitting in that office in the corner of this building with our old boss discussing, I have no clue what. Oh, my God. The grand plan that he told us, the reason we actually came here, because there was this grand plan.
Oh, he had a plan, he said.
A plan for the station. So we're like, what's the plan? Now, I can't tell you yet. I can't tell you, but believe me, it's big. It revolves around you guys, and it is a grand plan.
And if you sign the contract, you'll be able to see the plan. Look, it's right in front of me, but, can't look. Don't take a peek.
Don't look too much at the plan. So we're like, the plan? What is this, an Amway meeting? Let me tell you about the plan.
The plan. So Ant and I are driving home.
Soap.
We were driving home to Long Island at the time going, wow, they have a plan.
The plan. This is great.
And I'm like, I saw the plan. It was right in front of him. Couldn't read it. But it looked like it was at least 200 pages long. That must be one hell of a plan.
It was enough of a bullcrap story that we actually had to think about whether to come here or go to K-Rock. It was actually a decision that had to be made.
Yeah.
Like from walking in and looking at the death, walking in these hallways, K-Rock was a no-brainer.
Right, at the time.
We were going to go there.
Yeah.
At the time, right. And then the plan was introduced. I'm like, the plan! Well, what the plan was for him to lick ice cream cones while we take a beating.
Right.
And promotions guys to try to get us next to giant pastries.
Right. While we put our souls on the line, he was shopping and getting ice cream. That was the plan. It turns out, how long did it take us to realize that there was never a plan?
Never a plan.
I don't even know what he showed us in the office, the big stack of paper.
Paper. It was just, I think there were blank sheets of paper with a cover sheet. Yeah. And he never quite slid the cover sheet off. It's like, here's the plan. He hits the table like a phone book. Boom! Oh, that's a big plan.
Wow, I've worked for a lot of radio stations, but I think this guy's got a plan.
And then look at what we have research. Remember all the research?
Yeah.
Research. Look at what the research says. Oh, let me look. No, can't look because it's integrated with the plan.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was researching. Maybe Charms Lollipops, how many licks it takes to get to the chocolate center.
I think he was convinced that if we played more REM, that the ratings were going to go up. Remember?
Oh, and the music. Oh, my God, if I heard another God-effing Johnny Lang song on this station again. It's so therapeutic to talk about it, though.
It really is.
Oh, we were playing Jethro Tull Twofers.
Wow. 2 years later, though, Ant, we've been here the longest.
Yes, we are now the veterans.
We are the veterans. And the one thing we got to bring up, too, is so then we started NEW. I got to say, being a kid from Long Island, it was a dream of mine to work in New York radio. Yeah, I'm sure with you as well.
Of course.
We worked all over the place, finally got the big shot at New York, and we thought, they would have it together.
That's what it's all about. Number one market. You're coming home to the number one market in the country, to a station that you listened to since you were a kid.
Since you were a fetus.
And Jesus Christ, the same jocks are still there.
Yeah. So Ant and I get our big break. We're all excited. And day after day after day, we're slowly but surely realizing that there is no plan.
Yeah.
There was no plan whatsoever. And then Ant and I were commuting back to the island at the time. And finally, Ant and I wouldn't talk about it because we were just like,
we were too afraid. You know what it was, too? There was fear that if one of us mentioned it, it would confirm it with the other one that there was no plan. We were effed. So we wanted to believe it for a little while longer until one day on the ride home.
Well, it went week after week, though.
This absolutely happened. I swear to God, this is true.
Week after week, we're like, well, maybe this is the week of the plan. Maybe he just needed time to unveil the plan.
And he'd do things in cluster F fashion. Like one day, he'd enact part of, I guess, what was the plan. And it would be this assault on a radio station around the city, let's say. And we'd record bumpers for it. And people were hired to put this stuff together. And money was pumped in. And he was so enthusiastic at these jock meetings and everything. The next day, we're not going with that now.
Right.
It's like, wait a minute.
What do you mean?
You just dumped all kinds of time and money into this. I thought that was the plan. Oh, no. That was something but you've got to see what I'm doing now.
Right.
And okay. Well, that maybe part of the plan was to alter the plan.
Right. So this went on week after week after week. We're driving home to the island just miserable because you guys don't even understand what we gave up.
Yeah.
I mean, now we're very happy to be here, trust me, because it's drastically changed. But at the time, we're like, this just blows. And then finally, I looked at Ant. He was driving. I go, Ant, there's no plan.
There's no plan. I went, oh, my God, I've been thinking the same thing. That guy doesn't have an effing clue. And Ope's like, no, nothing. Nothing. Our show is being run into the ground. And I'm like, you're absolutely right. I've been thinking the same thing. And then, I guess for the next 10, 12 miles, we cried.
Yeah.
We wept openly.
Yeah.
And then, then we decided we were just going to do our show.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And from that point on, we didn't listen to the Pop-Tart guy,
right,
or the ice cream cone guy,
right,
or anyone else.
And we got results. You guys finally started listening to us, and we thank you very much for that.
Now we have bosses that support what we do. Instead of running in fear and telling us to stop, they figure out a way that we can do what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm reliving it. I'm getting palpitations. Jesus Christ.
We should explain the whole CD thing, too.
Don't worry about the lawyers. That catchphrase.
The most famous quote ever.
Don't worry about the lawyers.
Ever muttered to Opie and Anthony. Don't worry about the lawyers.
Hey, don't worry about the lawyers. No, everything's taken care of. Things coming out next week. Working on it. Everything's fine.
We had a double CD.
What?
We had a double CD ready to go.
How's my Amex? How's my Cisco?
Right. And we had a double CD ready to go.
Yeah.
We found out the day we were supposed to send it to the CD plant to get pressed.
Yeah.
That the lawyers were flying up from Washington because that was the day they found out that you and I were putting out a CD.
Shouldn't they maybe have heard it earlier?
I asked them a million times, what about the lawyers? Oh, don't worry about the lawyers. I'll get it past them.
Boss, how's the CD going?
Oh, there's a problem.
A problem?
What do you mean a problem?
Maybe the color isn't good enough on the cover. We could go down and work it out and maybe get a better tone on the cover.
No, there's a big problem.
Oh, big problem. Oh, well, some of the tracks have to be rearranged, maybe time constraints. Maybe we have to, drop a track or add a new one in.
No, there is no CD anymore.
Oh, okay. No, that's great. Okay, fine.
It was supposed to go to the plant that day.
That day.
And it's
supposed to be pressed.
Then it turns out the lawyers had a problem with 61 out of the 67 tracks.
Guys, yeah, there's a huge problem. The CD's not coming out, but wait a minute, hold it. Bigger problem. Hold on, please hold. Yeah, 3 scoops of the nut mocha. And top it off with vanilla. Thank you. Now, what were we talking about? And, hold on, Opie Anthony, hold on, please. Chocolate sprinkles. Yes, chocolate sprinkles on that.
Yeah. But the new bosses, they've only been here like 3 months.
Yeah. Not even really.
Little over 2.
Yeah.
We are now starting to work on the CD again. But that thing was done. That was done.
I know. Well, no, I gotta tell you, it's easy to be duped by pure evil. You know what I mean? So a couple of times it almost looked like things were gonna happen. Things are gonna turn around or something. But they never did.
What? Yeah, bring that up real fast, Dan.
That's hysterical. On a weekly basis.
Yeah, because I got to give Rick a lot of credit for not going postal.
On a weekly basis, our old boss would bring in people to audition for Rick's job.
Right in front of him.
Right in front of Rick while Rick was here. Like he'd send out he'd send out a casting call for producers of the O&A show. Please show up. You will be interviewed. And Rick is walking the halls watching these parade of people come in for his job.
Interviewing for his job. Right in front of him.
And some of the people that our boss would get is like the same. I think he used the same formula he used to pick the promotions guy who had never, ever done radio promotions.
Some of the people that came through.
PLJ people and people from wacky zoo shows and...
I looked at half these people. I'm like,
the red-haired chick. I think he just picked.
Oh, the redhead chick that he wanted to have sex with.
Yeah, I think.
Oh my God, that's another story. We went to lunch.
In my humble opinion, I believe he just wanted to bang her. Allegedly.
We're not sure, but. Oh my God, the lunch where we're just sitting there. We're like, when are we going to start talking about the radio show instead of how much of a whore she is?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, wasn't she talking about sucking it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
All kinds of stuff. It's like, I'll be a great producer of the show. Hey, could you get out from under the console and maybe phone a guest or something? No, I mean, it's great. It feels great and everything, but could you just get a guest?
Well, we want our radio show to survive a little longer.
Yeah.
This is how bad it got at some points. I'd be there 3.5, 4 hours before the show starts.
Yeah.
Pulling stuff together, calling people, putting the whole package together for you guys, so you have stuff. Then all of a sudden, about a half hour before the show starts,
The boss.
Yeah.
Look, he just dumped out.
The
ex-boss, yeah.
Would call me into his office and goes, oh, by the way, you can go home.
Oh, yeah, because a couple of these guys actually had a guest producer spot on our show.
Yeah,
they were able to sit in and try to do the show with us.
Yeah,
right.
On that day. So he would send Rick home so this replacement could come in and hang out.
Right.
And I would look at half these people. I'm like, could you put down the Coke for 10 minutes and do the radio show, please? God, what a mess.
What a pisser, man.
Absolute mess.
So glad it's over.
All right, Ann, we better take a break. We're running really late.
All right. Boy, that was so much fun reflecting.
I feel much better now.
Where's the therapist? Who do I have to pay?
Yeah, I feel much
getting
better.
that off my chest again.
I do have to say, it's so much better around here. We have surrounded ourselves with people we really, really like, finally.
Yeah.
And everyone else has been fired.
Everyone else, all the new people aboard, you stay on your toes.
That's right.
Don't you F up and drop the ball.
That's right.
You don't want to get the wrath.
Don't do Anthony's impressions.
Thank you.
Hey, I got my letter from the IRS today, Anthony.
Your letter from the IRS. Oh, your tax little relief thing?
Yeah.
Billions of dollars in tax relief to the country from George Bush and company.
You know how stupid our government is? They're always talking about how they're over budget and this and that, and they spend too much money, and there's too many useless jobs out there for government employees. They are pretty much sending these letters out to just about every working citizen in America, right? Wasting lots and lots of money on postage to tell you that you're going to soon get a check from the government.
Well, it's not.
Why don't they just send the check from the government?
Postage would be like if they sent it some other company, but they're the post office. So it's kind of a freebie.
No,
but the paper.
No, it's not really a freebie. They still have to get people to work and get it delivered out and all that. I understand what you're saying, but it is still time.
Right.
It's someone's time that we're paying, right?
Paper,
all that crap. Dear taxpayer, we are pleased to inform you that the United States Congress passed and President George W. Bush signed into law the Economic Growth and Tax Relief Reconciliation Act of 2001, which provides long-term tax relief for all Americans who pay income taxes. Sounds good so far,
Oh,
huh?
yeah. Billions of dollars, I hear.
The new tax law provides immediate tax relief in 2001 and long-term tax relief for the years to come. As part of the immediate tax relief, you will be receiving a check in the amount of...
Come on, give it to me.
$300.
$300?
During the week of August 27th, 2001. $300? Why bother?
How much do you put in?
The amount of money we put in, that should say, we're proud to tell you that you're getting $30,000 back.
Yeah, now that would be nice.
Go buy a summer home somewhere in the mountains.
Most people are not in that tax bracket, though. Most people are broke, and $300 is almost a week's pay.
You're insane. It's still ridiculous.
No, you know something?
Because when this hit the papers and the media and stuff, they were talking, like Angela said, billions of dollars.
Yeah.
But like we've said on this program many times, you do the math and you realize it means nothing.
You're really kind of getting, well, it's like somebody robbing you. And then they give you back like $2 and go, see, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm a nice guy.
It's like they rob you and they leave your license in the wallet.
Yeah.
Like just a little thing. Here, look, we didn't take it all.
Well, they're savages, so they shoot you and take your navigator and send back the floor mats. Why won't cabs pick us up? I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, my God. That is a sick story. And until, I don't know, until that just stops happening, there's always going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Always. Talking about the story here in New York. Guy was driving home in his Navigator. Guy, where was he from? India?
East Indian immigrant.
Yeah, immigrant. Young guy. Stops at a gas station, and there's a bunch of people waiting outside of a car that was broken down from
Two
Philly.
couples.
Two couples?
And a 4-year-old child. 5 people, a man, 2 men, 2 women, and a 4-year-old child.
All black.
Coincidentally.
And the guy figures he's going to be a nice guy and give him a ride.
Yeah.
Where does it get him?
Bedford-Stuyvesant is where they want to go, which is normally a fine area to drive through at night.
Jesus.
And surprisingly, the occupants begin hitting this nice man, and they want to take his truck and sell it, which is normally not the way things are done. And they shoot him in the head and take his truck.
Right.
And try to sell it the next day because that's brilliant criminal work.
What I read yesterday about this story, they beat the guy.
Yeah.
And then they drag him out of the truck. And 2 of the guys, they both have guns. One of them turns and goes, "Yo, pop this nigga. He saw who we are." It's like, oh, gee, what the hell are you thinking? First of all, the guy, the only time you see Good Samaritan, because it said Good Samaritan dead. The only time you see Good Samaritan, you don't see Good Samaritan helps out and everything fine. You only see Good Samaritan when Good Samaritan ends up dead. Dead. You gotta be a lunatic to try to help people. And this does not bode well with the African American community because, it's just another thing that people are going to say, oh, look, see? Like I'm going to stop and help black guys?
Well, it was actually the four of them were angry because they thought he was Tim Burton, and they were mad that they didn't get cast in the film.
Oh, my God.
Holy ass. Wow. Norton, oh, my, wow.
Yeah, that's bad.
Well, you know something, it doesn't help the stereotypes. It doesn't help the cause. It doesn't help for the people. I mean, there are some black people out there that are really angry with white people, thinking that that's what's keeping them down, is the white man keeping them down. It really isn't. It's people, other black people, that act like frigging animals and put no value on life whatsoever, and shoot a guy that was doing you a favor and take it for his truck when he was saying, just take the truck. Take it. You get away with your life. You feel like you got away with something. But no, that wasn't good enough. They had to shoot him in the head because that nigga saw something. That's what they said. Pop that nigga. He saw us.
If the Indian guy would have been honest, he could have just said, look, you all look alike. I can't identify you.
Oh, my dear, sweet Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm going to try to move along here. Joe, what's up?
Just trying to help them. Is that a vacuum cleaner?
Hey, Joe.
Where the hell are you?
Joe. Now I know I want to know what he's doing. Joe.
Whatever. It sounds like a video game.
He's saying that the $300 might not be a lot to, people, but it's a lot of money for the government to be given back.
Sounded like he was working in a factory.
I would rather, going back to the refund thing, I would rather we all take our $300 we're going to get, tell the government to keep it, and get rid of our tolls or something.
Oh, stop. That'll never happen. Those things are just... We throw money into baskets for people. Think about it. You're driving through. You're throwing money into baskets.
No one ever asks.
No one questions it.
No one questions it.
No, we just drive around. Oh, now they make it easier. You put the little plastic thing on your windshield and you drive through. It's like it's free. And then you get the bill. We'll take it right off your credit card. Hey, I'm just driving here. You throw money. Can you imagine some guy just standing there with a basket? Hey, where's my take? And you just, okay, I'll throw some money in. Screw it.
Frank, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
The reason they're giving such a small amount of money, they're making it look like, they're helping you out and stuff, but they really want you to just, go right out and spend it, so,
I understand.
Get the economy going and stuff.
But they say that might not even,
Oh, it's probably not going to do anything, but, it makes Bush look good, and you never know, it might do something. So go out and buy a PlayStation or something.
It's just silly. It really is. Why don't they should have just gave us some Blockbuster coupons. And
right.
Maybe a free Slurpee or something.
Something I can work with.
Right. $300. And they're going to figure out a way to tax that.
When you spend it.
Well,
dude, when you spend it, it is going to be taxed.
There you go.
Make sure you
get some of that back.
Right.
That's ridiculous. I never understood that one. You get taxed, they tax your paycheck, and then no matter what you buy with the rest of what they feel they should give you is taxed. Hey, wait a minute, didn't you tax that already?
Is this why we left in another country?
Yeah, isn't that what happened? And believe me, I've said this before, if they didn't take it out of your check every week, and at the end of the year, you got a bill from the United States government for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, there would be a revolution in this country. What about the people that, you're not that responsible, and you make your money, you put it in the bank, or you spend it, and now the government bills you, and you can't pay it. There'd be people in jail. It wouldn't work. But since they just take out, a certain amount every week, it's not that bad. You kind of got used to it. But it's an awful thing. You're a 50-50 or a 40-60 partner with the United States government.
You'd be in debtor's prison.
Debtor's prison, yes. Like medieval times.
You didn't pay a debt, you went to debtor's prison.
You are in debtor's prison.
Debtors. Kurt.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
I was watching C-SPAN the other day, and there was a I actually watched it. There was big debate over whether or not they should send out the letters, and Chuck Schumer was really opposed to it because he thought that it was blatant propaganda to just help the president look good.
It really is, because do you really need a letter telling you that you're going to get a check?
And
like the letter's got like George Bush is giving you this. What a guy.
And they said it cost roughly $30 million to send it out to
$30 million to send out all the refund notifications, which comes out of federal money. You know what? Right? Which they get from taxing you.
You know what you could do with $30 million for society in general, or for your local community?
Well, you get this show for 3 years, according to John Minnelli from the Post.
Yeah. Thanks, John.
All right, that's all I have to say. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, Kurt.
You guys talk. Take care.
Bye. Well, we should take a break, huh? Show. Once again, I want to thank Weezer for stopping by the show today. That was very cool. Dan's finally coming aboard the O&A show, and we greatly appreciate it, right? Oh, yeah. 877-692-1027 if you want in today. We were talking about the tax thing that Bush is doing for all of us. Yeah. And David writes, Opie, the refund is diluted, but if the country spends it, it will boost the economy. Bush doesn't care about the taxpayers. He's just using you and me to save his name in the faltering economy. If that money went to deficit, it would be sucked out of the economy. But if Americans are spending it, the economy is helped.
Oh, yeah? I don't think it's going to work. The economy goes up and down, and now Bush is in the middle of a bad one. Boy, that Clinton, he's amazing. 8 years of prosperity, he fell right into it. He's getting his cranky done in the Oval Office. No one cared because the stocks were booming. And then he leaves. Stupid George W. comes in, and the economy's taking a crap. And
like father, like son.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to his papa when he was trying to get reelected.
Oh, remember after the Gulf War? I was saying, George Bush, Sr. there, after the Gulf War, could have trotted around in a tutu, skipping down Pennsylvania Avenue. He still would have been reelected. And then the economy turns, the people get pissed.
I have a question about the economy. I'm not sure about. I'm wondering if anybody will be spending their $300 refund this weekend at the Stress Factory.
Shameless.
Because I'll be performing there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Well, there's extra money now in people's pockets, or at least a note that says you're going to get it.
I love when you look uncomfortable when you have to do your own plug.
You start sweating.
You start turning red.
I have to give the number for Thursday, Friday. It's 732-545-4242, which is ha-ha. That's what 4242 is, and Vinny, the owner, should be gutted with a fishing knife for thinking that was clever. You stink. 545, ha-ha. Oh, again, it's a comedy. Ha-ha. Ha ha, because you might have a laugh at the club, so why not laugh while you're dialing?
Hey Matt, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, O&A?
Hey.
Yeah, listen, Opie, I just gotta make a point to you. You know what Norton said while you were talking before about. You may think that's a scrawny refund, but my mom makes about $300 per week, and of that, we only have about $100 of it to spend to eat and maintain the house and fuel the cars.
You know what? You should.
What you may see as scrawny for $300, my mom's probably only going to get a refund of something around the area of $50.
Matt, a little advice for you?
Yeah.
Maybe your mom should find another corner.
No, listen, dude, don't even start pulling that. Don't even start pulling that, because that's not
a corner with more traffic.
That's not funny, okay? Because my mom works very hard as a secretary, and she works for a large company, and it doesn't seem to make a difference. The harder she works, she can't move up. And there are some people that are stuck in that situation. So unfortunately, you guys got out of that situation. With your contract.
Who's the stripper?
She was a hooah. No, that's my sister.
Where do old strippers go to die?
Definitely not to heaven.
All right, man.
Tell your mom. She
No,
$50 the hard way.
No, but
Dude,
just keep it.
$100? What is she, a maid in 1750? $100 a week?
No, she makes $300 a week, but of that, we only, after the bills and everything, and rent and everything.
Matt, no way that your mom makes $300 as a secretary.
Yeah.
She must be an ugly.
And that's before taxes. That's before taxes.
Yeah, but you figure $100, 2 people, $12.
No, there's 3 people.
No, I'm saying, 3 people. That's $36 in tickets because it's $12 on Thursday at the Stress Factory. See you.
Hey, Matt,
you guys are right, and I appreciate it.
Matt, where's your dad?
Tell your mom to pee.
My mom and my dad are divorced. My dad is a long-haul truck driver, and I really don't ever talk to him.
Doesn't he fork over any cash?
Yeah, there's child support, but that gets mixed in with the money for the bills. I mean, literally, we're a lower middle class family. My mom just declared bankruptcy because she's still trying to pay off the mortgage on a house that we lost. Because my father was
It's funny because I don't know you.
I know you're just teasing me, but, all I'm saying is, keep that in mind. There are just some people that don't have it as lucky as you.
Hey, wait, somebody wants to give your mom a little message.
How'd you like to mow my lawn? Huh?
Hey, man, you have no clue. You don't want my luck, okay?
Don't you know what? Wait a minute. I got to straighten something out here first, though. The whole thing with the $300 isn't that some people do make $300, man. I think when I was working for a living, I made $350 a week. And it sucks. Yeah. But the thing is, the tax break is not really that much of a break.
Exactly.
But what you pay in, them throwing you $300 back really is ridiculous no matter what you make.
Matt, and get off your lazy ass and get a job and help your mom out. What the F are you doing?
I do.
What do you do?
I'm a photographer.
How do you make money being a photographer?
You don't.
Yeah.
Unless you're like
you don't make enough.
Don't worry, Mom. My photo shoot is going to be happening soon while you guys are starving. Go out and get a job.
Ansel Adams.
Unfortunately, you know what? It's impossible. It's impossible for somebody who works independently.
Your mom is turning tricks on the corner because you want to be Ansel Adams.
How old are you, son?
I'm 16.
When I was your...
That would be. Have a good one, guys.
All right, man. All right.